In a world in crisis, can three idiots find hope in the darkest of places? Will love conquer all, or will hate win out in the end? This is a show called Hate.
Hello and welcome to a show called 6easts. Oh, you piece of... a podcast in which we explore love, hates, and everything in between in search of greater meaning and perhaps a little perspective. I'm John.
I'm Nick.
I'm Chris. I went too early. Cheers.
Cheers, all the best.
Cheers.
That was
all the best.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To you
No,
as well.
cheers,
That was
yeah.
a catastrophic error.
You're meant to be exhausted and
I am.
devoid of joy.
I am. This is all I can manage.
The reason we were so supportive of the child was because we thought it would tone you down
Oh, no.
somewhat
No,
in
no.
the fucking podcast.
If anything, I'm more like rampant for these
Yes.
2 hours
No, I've noticed.
than
Yeah.
I was before, and then I just crash for the rest of the week.
Horribly.
Rest of the fortnight.
How old is the boy now?
He's 7 weeks.
7
and
weeks.
1 day.
An auspicious age.
Indeed it is.
Yes, it's a very troubling age for a young baby.
Yes. What's he gotten into recently? What's his hobbies?
Smiling. He's gotten into
Smiling.
smiling, which
Smiling.
is nice.
Kids do like smiling.
They do.
actually.
Yeah,
it's like
he's
Bluey.
smiling.
Yeah.
And he knows like his hands belong to him now.
Whoa, that's a huge
So that's
advance.
something.
Yeah.
very, very handsy.
He's very good at headbutting.
Oh.
Very good at headbutting.
you?
Yeah, sure.
Wow.
Me, Liz, the dog.
That must mean he has some neck strength.
He has some neck strength. He's very good, actually.
Yeah.
He has tummy time. So you lie him on their front and they sort of look at their book. Or
Oh,
whatever
how often do they have tummy time?
Once a day.
How long do
Ish.
they have? How
It's
long is
not
tummy
that
time?
much at the moment. It's like 5 minutes.
Can he sweat
Then he gets
yet?
fed up. I don't think so.
No.
I don't know.
Let us know when he starts sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll probably be next summer.
Let us know.
Probably.
Let us know when the anxiety sets in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
probably
that's-
it's gonna be stress sweat rather than heat
Yeah.
sweat. I'd imagine.
Yeah. Well, you don't get hot enough in this country.
Yeah, no, I don't think he's sweat yet. He's got a little sleeping bag now, like a baby sleeping bag.
Like a little lava.
So it looks like dungarees, but there's no legs. So it's just like a bag with like the top of dungarees on it.
You know, you could arguably describe every bag in the world as a dungaree without legs, I suppose.
It's very
That's
profound,
true,
isn't
yeah.
it?
Yeah.
'Cause it's like the straps.
So
of the handles.
dungaree without legs.
When I wear a bag, which
Yeah.
I am known to do sometimes,
Sure.
I call it a dungaree without legs.
Dungaree without legs. A legless dungaree.
Indeed.
That's a funny bag, Nick.
No,
No, it's not. I
it's
don't know why I
not
tried that. No,
it's my legless dungaree.
it's my legless dungaree.
Yeah.
I just like while I'm so happy to see this boy grow and develop and blossom. I really just want to know when he starts sweating.
Yeah,
because
that's
I'll
really
let
the
you
most
know.
important
I'll let
thing.
you know.
we were all
To be
minds
honest,
blown.
they told us obviously that the babies can't sweat.
Babies can't sweat.
I haven't taken the time to look up when they start sweating.
Yeah.
I'm not that interested.
Yeah.
But
Well, they said babies can't sweat, so whenever he evolves,
when does a baby become a toddler or
When he starts
young
toddling, I guess.
person or
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what any of these key dates are.
preschooler?
They start talking around 7. That's right.
start talking at 7. Yeah,
7?
7 weeks.
I'm being facetious.
I
of course,
see.
Yeah.
7 months.
I don't know. They start saying like mama and dada around 8 months, 7 months. 8
Really?
months? I think it depends-
Really?
I think it depends on the baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
Something like that. My friend he's nearly a year now, but when he told me he was saying mama and dada, it was about 8, 9 months.
Wow.
Fucking hell,
wow.
I think that's early.
But I think they start, yeah, it probably is, but I think they start doing properly at like 18 months.
Wow.
Like forming like coherent thoughts and
yeah.
sentences.
Crikey.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Having agency.
We'll see what happens.
Having
happens.
dreams.
Yeah,
wishes,
dreams.
Ambitions.
ambitions. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Aspirations.
Yeah.
Have you considered that you might
I'm
have a
going
very
to be Prime Minister.
you might have a very aspirational baby? Has this come up?
Yeah.
What, from him or?
No, I think because I'm thinking about your future bills.
Mm.
Like, have you ever caught your kid like staring at like a rocket and go, no,
Yeah.
no,
What if
no,
he
no.
has an
Yeah.
expensive hobby?
Flight school?
He's got to be good at it though, hasn't he?
What? You won't pay for the hobby unless he's good at it.
Not I will pay for the hobby. I wouldn't necessarily pay for like NASA training.
I want to be first trombone.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Oh, come on. I mean, like third kid. I mean, like
Yeah, come on.
Manage
Be
the
realistic
realistic here.
expectations.
Yeah.
If he said I want to be a NASA astronaut and I have no other objective,
Will you help
in
me build a
life,
rocket in the garden,
I mean,
Daddy?
I'll do that.
I mean, if your
Okay,
child
I'll do that.
if your child said that to you, I believe your reaction would be, Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
you're talking.
yeah.
You're 7 weeks and 1 day
7
old.
weeks, and you want to train at NASA.
yeah. I do like the idea that like
I could build up to that, I suppose.
no, I like the idea that you'll pay for the hobby, but you won't approve and you'll resent
Resent
openly
him
Oh,
the
sure.
whole
Well, I want to take him swimming. I may have mentioned this already, but
sure.
No.
that would be the first hobby I guess.
What if he's
It's also a
smarter
key
than you?
life skill. Oh, he probably will be.
Yeah. But what if like age 8, he's smarter than you?
And I don't mean like I don't and I don't
Probably
mean,
will be.
and I don't mean like book smart. I mean
No,
like
I
kind
mean,
of
like
a real cunning.
Yeah,
real-
life
yeah.
smart, street smart, and also equation smart.
Just runs rings around me.
Yeah, just honestly, like he negotiates with you and wins.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
he
kind
scams you.
Yeah.
Have you really considered this dark
Have
outcome?
you considered
Yeah.
any of this stuff?
Not until
What if
now.
he is like a Dickensian street urchin?
Yeah.
Who disappears for extended periods of time but comes back with cash and
Oh, that-
fingerless gloves?
That'd be fine.
Where are these
be
gloves
fine.
coming from?
I like fingerless gloves.
Where are all these fingerless gloves?
I could use them.
What if he's running a back market fingerless gloves trade?
That'd be good.
Yeah, okay.
As long as I got like a backhander
Yeah.
of gloves.
Yes, well, that's what they call it when they give you one of the hands. They
Yeah.
just call it backhand.
If he's facing the other way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I do love the idea of your child becoming such a running like some kind of criminal enterprise out of your garage or something.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
I wish I had a garage.
You open the door one day and just fingerless gloves just pour out
Yeah.
into the hallway.
And you're, and you're like so kind of browbeaten by your intelligent child
Yeah.
that you don't know what.
Whatever.
Son, what's
whatever,
this?
whatever you need, son.
Father, it's always been here.
Yeah.
This factory in my basement
This-
has always
yeah.
been here. It always has, Father. Would you like a beer? I would actually.
Yeah,
Thank you, son.
thank you.
Good
I-
distraction.
I'll just go and sit down for a couple of hours.
He's like full on gaslighting you.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even have a basement before.
No,
and now you've not
no
only
garage, no basement. Now,
Gave- gave both of those.
now they're both full of gloves.
He's got like 100 kids under your house making fingerless gloves.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance they could always have been there. I suppose
There is a chance because
There's always a chance
'cause
they
he's so
could
much
always
more
have been there.
intelligent.
We can't rule that out.
we
I
can't
mean,
rule it out at the moment
You're like-
because I didn't know those buildings were there. So how am I supposed to know what was in them?
Well, exactly.
It's only logical.
You're like, I'm a smart, successful man. This wouldn't happen to a smart, successful man.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going
yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, well, that was
Yeah.
stupid.
I'm going to drink my beer and forget all about this.
Damn right you are.
Yeah,
And your son knows that.
and then we'll go off to NASA training.
Yes. Yeah, he still definitely has
He's
that.
he's still going NASA training.
Yeah.
And he's flogging gloves to NASA.
Nah.
That's what he's flogging gloves to get a NASA scholarship.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I thought
That's a necessary evil.
Yeah, I mean, most people have gone that path, I think.
I think most NASA astronauts have built garages and
Built an
basements
empire.
and sold gloves on the side.
Yeah.
I think so.
I think so.
I, for one, am already terrified of your Machiavellian child.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he'll have a mustache to twirl.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, if he grows a mustache, he's already got one up on me.
If the police come, he'll escape in a hot air balloon.
Yeah. That'll be in the garage as well, I expect.
I imagine so.
Which you're
How's he
not.
got a hair balloon in there with all the gloves? That's what I want to know.
It's just flying over Cheltenham, dropping gloves everywhere
Dropping
as
gloves
he
all over
goes.
town.
He's a very industrious child.
Yeah.
You know, he's got it all.
I would love for him to have more business acumen than me
Yes.
That would be
because
well,
I have no business acumen.
So it's not hard, actually.
No,
Probably.
but like be good at it, you know.
What if he, at age like 7 or 8, like sets up a little lemonade stand?
Sure.
You know, starts to show that business.
That'd be good.
Mind, and then before you know it, he's like making mobile phones.
Yeah,
He's got an app.
making mobile. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, before you know it,
Yeah.
Lemonade to mobile phones.
just
yeah.
it's a leap. But he can do
Monday
it.
lemonade.
They both have lemons
Tuesday.
as an ingredient, I think. So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, oh yeah.
It could be like, Papa, I've set up a lemon stand.
I like that he's
Papa.
basically hustling me, but he's incredibly polite about it.
Oh yeah, because he still respects. Wow, no, he doesn't.
No, he
Respect
doesn't
He
respect
loves
you.
you.
He pretends to respect me in order to get ahead.
Papa, I need a loan.
Papa, I hope you're enjoying your fifth beer.
Papa, a pallet of titanium will be arriving later today for the circuit boards.
Yeah.
Would you be so kind as to sign it in?
Could you sign for it? Yes, of course, son. I'd be delighted to. Just wake me up.
Got like an articulated lorry up the front. All right, mate. Is this for you? Yes. He goes,
I don't remember not ordering it.
He goes, you building something? I couldn't say.
Well, actually, my good man, I am. What are you building? A brick house. Yeah, do a bit of that.
Yes, I walked into that.
That was good, wasn't it?
Uh,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all that. That'll be good.
Yeah, I
That'll be
mean,
good.
one of those scenarios is inevitable.
I think so.
The question is which one.
Yeah.
What if your boy gets into crypto in a big way?
Oh Jesus!
Yeah, what if he becomes the sort of
Not my biggest
NFT
fear,
tech
but certainly
bro.
something that's worth considering is that he'll be like exposed to all these new and
Newfangled
scary
techs.
things
Terrifying
that I
trends.
don't know anything about. Crypto
Yeah.
being one of them.
Well, don't worry, because crypto will be dead in like 2
crypto will be
months.
gone by then. But something crypto-esque.
Yeah, the next crypto, whatever
The
it
next
is.
crypto.
Because AI will also be dead by then. Hopefully.
Oh,
Fingers
fine. Yeah,
crossed.
everything will be
So
fine.
crypto, fuck off. AI,
Yeah.
not long. That's
People have
gonna be
forgotten
quite
about
far.
AI, haven't they?
I
It's
think
gone a bit quiet on the
well,
old
sadly
AI
not,
front.
not enough. Not as much as I'd like.
No.
Yeah, I wish they had.
Yeah. Give it time. They'll forget about it.
No.
I'm trying to forget about it.
We're kind of thinking like, oh man, a kid growing up today, we're gonna have to learn about navigate TikTok,
but they'll all be gone.
TikTok will be gone.
cyber, social media,
VR.
But what if it all just crashes in the next year? Like, what if we grow up in you could grow up in a post-internet
Yeah, what if it's like
world?
Mad Max?
The world will be very different when he's a teenager. Fact.
I mean, it will.
Fact.
I think like 15 years from now.
Yeah.
Like,
What's going to be popular then?
Yeah.
Who knows?
That's like nearly.
What was popular 15 years ago?
15 years ago.
Well, 15 years
Teletext?
ago was
I was 23.
2007.
Pogs?
Well, I mean, in 2007,
Pogs.
Pogs?
Pogs?
well, drinking's evergreen, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can always
The
get drunk.
Xbox 360?
Yeah.
The Wii U.
I wouldn't mind.
No, the Wii.
the Wii.
I wouldn't mind if
Wii.
he had a games console. I don't own a games console.
Barack Obama.
And I'm
that's a
not
way
good
to
at video
get-
games, but I could watch him
He would be amazing.
play video games.
There'll be new Sonic games.
New Sonic games.
There's going to be Sonic games the rest of time. I think.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Star Wars movies.
Oh, God.
There'll be lots of them.
Saw a man buy 2 Star Wars novellas today.
Oh.
Novellas.
Well, I
What's
mean,
that,
novel
like
seemed generous.
Some kind of car.
A small book.
So he bought. So right. So
Like a-
written prose book.
Like a
novel-
Corolla.
yeah.
Novels, yeah.
Yeah.
Not like a Corolla.
Like a Corolla.
That's a car, isn't it?
Don't take
Exactly,
that. Don't
yeah.
have that as the takeaway.
Oh, I
Star
see.
Wars. The new Star Wars
the new
Corolla.
Star Wars Corolla
Yeah.
out now.
Out now.
Drive away in style.
So it's- yeah. Jump to hyperspace, something like that.
That's good.
Writes itself, doesn't it?
Yeah. Got a bad feeling about this.
What's
Brilliant. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
What- what's
Star
like
Wars.
Let's workshop this.
what's like a really obscure Star Wars character with an actual name?
Nine Num.
Yeah. It
Wow.
Was, it was the Nine Num Chronicles. Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
no idea who Nine Num
He's
is.
the one in the Falcon in Return of the Jedi goes
Oh, with the bum mouth.
with the bum mouth.
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know he had a name. but
Yeah.
then everyone in Star Wars
let's
has
be
a name.
let's be honest. Everyone
Yeah.
has a name. Yeah.
Everyone has.
I
a name.
am.
Nine Nom.
They
As in the
just-
number 9.
No. As
Or like
in-
the German
As in
no.
the German no. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
like that as
fascinating.
much.
There you go.
I would love to have a number in my name,
Sure.
like a capital 5,
Would
or
ya?
something. Yeah.
Would
yeah.
you?
I'd like that.
Hmm.
Yeah. But I guess the robots do. The droids have that. R2,
Yeah.
D2.
Yeah. Those are both numbers.
The,
Yeah.
two, the same number. But
Sure.
I'm not keeping track of
Any of this.
Star Wars and Ahsoka. That's the
It's
new
very
one.
good.
I've actually watched some Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't watch Rebels, so I don't know much of what's going on.
No. But it's like there's.
But I didn't, and Liz did watch nothing of Rebels, and Liz is very much.
Yeah, to be fair, I was being
I think-
facetious. I do
yeah.
understand a good 90% of it.
I think it's very strong.
Okay, because
Very strong.
I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker.
Sure.
I haven't
Oh.
seen any. I haven't seen Rebels. I haven't seen the Clone Wars cartoon.
No.
Haven't seen any of that. I haven't seen
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, Book of Boba Fett,
Obi-Wan
Obi-Wan.
Kenobi.
Are there any others?
I think so.
What about a guy from Rogue One?
Oh yeah.
Cassian Andor.
Cassian Andor.
I haven't
Yeah.
actually watched Andor
Okay.
because it's quite long.
And then there's now Ahsoka.
Yes.
Ahsoka.
And I see headlines from it. I see like news.
What's the news?
Well, they're all about like characters.
What's the scuttlebutt?
Well, no, it's always like this is my point. It's like talking about Star Wars naming conventions. It's always like
They're just made up.
why Plox
Yeah.
Falorca is
Yeah,
the
Plox
most
Falorca.
important Star Wars character ever.
Yeah.
Grimbal Tet.
The
Yeah,
most important Star Wars character you've never heard of.
Minko Hedge.
Yeah, so I guess my question
These aren't
is,
far off.
Stembar Libs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess my question
You can
is,
literally say any two words.
It's got to be 2 syllables and then 1 syllable.
Yeah, kind of.
Jim Bob Clench.
Yeah.
See, that's the Star
As
Wars
long
name.
as it sounds like a first name surname.
Yes,
it
true.
could be anything.
yeah, but in the early ones, like Luke is a real human name.
Sure.
Han, that's kind of
Kind of.
it's a
yeah.
German name.
Leia.
Leia, kind of, yeah.
I don't
kind
know.
of a name,
It's
yeah.
close enough to sound like a name.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
then Darth.
Yeah,
Darth.
That's his first name.
yeah. And then who we got in the new trilogy? There was Rey,
Ray.
who didn't have
Just-
a surname,
just
or did she
Rey.
have a surname?
Ray.
She said her name was Ray Skywalker at the end.
She became spoilers.
yeah, but she was a different last name.
She was
Don't do it.
Ray
Don't do it.
last name.
Yes, exactly.
Palpatine.
Because it's for fuck's sake.
Ray Palpatine.
I know that. I knew that. Yeah.
That was what I was avoiding saying.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. I
So I
wouldn't
thought it
have
was
said.
a
I would
spoiler,
never.
but
Have
yeah.
And then there
I
was
guess.
Finn.
Finn.
Oh yeah, Finn. Did he have a last name?
No, he was a stormtrooper called FN2187.
Oh,
So
so
they
it
call
looks
him
like
Finn.
I'm
Finn.
going to call him Finn Bombar.
Finn Baba.
Yeah.
And then there
sounds
was
like-
Poe Dameron.
Why can't I remember any of his
Poe
character names?
Dameron.
Poe
He doesn't follow my pattern.
No, but he's like
Poe
it's still Poe is kind of
Dameron.
Poe's an unusual name.
it's an unusual
Yeah.
Teletubby based name. Yes. Yes, absolutely.
There might be. I guess like when they're coming up with names in the writers' room, Finn, like a character having only one name, is relatively rare. But you go like, oh, but he's a
Cher?
former. Well, I mean, in the Star Wars universe.
Oh,
No, Cher is in the Star Wars
Oh, you're right.
universe.
Sorry. Yeah, I haven't. What timeline?
yeah.
The grey timeline.
Yeah, she's got a grey lightsaber.
So I guess like Finn having like only one name is relatively unusual, but you can say that he was a stormtrooper, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you think like they're coming up with characters, and they're probably just going, "What's the mouth feel?" They're going like,
Yes.
"Klim Malanga."
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Klim.
Yeah, Klim
Hi,
Malanga.
Hi, I'm Klim.
Hi, I'm Klim Malanga, the fiercest bounty hunter, droid, pod racer, Jedi,
Death stick smoker.
But like the Mandalorian's name is Din Djarin.
Dingerin.
Okay, so it's either 2 syllables then 1 or 1 syllable then 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think that's how it works.
I like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Jinjarin.
Din
Din.
Djarin.
Din Jajar.
But you kind of say Dingerin.
Dingerin. Or Tangerine.
Din. Yeah, sure.
Tangerine.
Dingerin Dream.
Yeah.
Dingerin Dream.
Nice.
Yeah.
Name of a band.
Yeah,
Dingerin
thank you,
Nights.
Where are we going with this?
I don't know. I'm just trying
Star
to point.
Wars.
I'm just shit. Is what I'm
So
saying.
you were saying you'd seen some headlines.
Yeah, and I can't tell. They could be, for all I know, AI generated.
Oh, I see.
Because we're always like,
Yeah.
like why Klim Skembulon is?
Yeah, Klim
no,
Skembulon,
I'm sorry,
yeah.
that's a bag Star Wars name. It doesn't make the
Klim
claim.
Skembar.
Why?
Well,
Klim-
actually, the main character in order, if you depending on who you think the main character is, breaks that convention as well.
Anakin Skywalker.
Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, but I think those main characters, they're allowed a break.
Okay, and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, and Qui-Gon Jinn.
Yeah, because Obi.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
His name's Qui-Gon. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's actually
Jinn.
follows the pattern.
Qui-Gon, but are they 3 names or
Padme.
No, it's hyphenated,
Padme
isn't
Amidala.
That's
doesn't.
bullshit. I don't.
Yeah,
Some of these main ones
She's
don't.
barely
The
a
prequel
character.
just fucked this system completely.
but then like, yeah, because Obi-Wan, I honestly can't remember now, and I'm struggling to care. But are they hyphenated?
Obi-Wan is
Obi-Wan
hyphenated.
Yeah, Obi-Wan
Qui-Gon is
and
hyphenated.
Qui-Gon. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Were they doing like a kind of?
I think they were.
Yeah. Okay.
Obi-Wan,
Yeah.
It's like poetry, it
Qui-Gon,
rhymes.
Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds good. It's got good mouth feel.
Kenobi's a cool sounding word.
Kenobi.
Kenobi.
It's quite a nice.
He must have just
Oh, do you mean
dreamed-
old Ben Kenobi?
Oh, Ben Kenobi.
No, I'm
we'll never
incognito.
decipher that
No,
code.
yeah.
And the fact that Luke has the same surname as his father, who was turned into Darth Vader.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I think it's fine.
It's
Yeah.
a perfect. We'll never find it.
If we started down this track, we'll never end this episode.
Well, here's the other question then.
Let's go.
When is
Several hours later.
between which movies is Ahsoka set?
It's after Return of the Jedi.
Okay, so far future now.
well,
Well,
no,
I
because
don't know.
the newer movies were after.
Oh
that.
no! Oh god, fuck!
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
is but this
sorry.
is between that. And
I
the
forgot
new
they
movie.
existed.
This is in parallel with the Mandalorian
It's post Order 66.
because
But-
she's in the Mandalorian.
But Kenobi.
No, it's not post Order 66 shit. It happened ages ago.
It's after the Empire's gone.
Fucking hell.
But
I've lost track of this. now.
Kenobi was obviously post episode 3, pre episode
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Andor is before episode 4
It's before Rogue One.
because Rogue One happens during.
No,
episode
Rogue One
4.
happens. Rogue One bleeds into Episode 4.
Yeah. So Andor
And
has.
spoilers: Cassian Andor dies in Rogue One.
Yes,
So,
so-
Andor happens before.
So Andor and Kenobi have to be happening before episode 4.
correct.
Ahsoka, Boba Fett, and
Mando
Mandalorian
are
are
after-
happening after 6.
After Return of the Jedi. Yeah.
Right, grand. I'm glad we cleared that up.
That's it. I think. You know.
It would help if technology advanced in any way, but actually, every year it looks completely the same.
It's,
Yeah.
it's indiscernible.
Yeah.
Where's I going with this? I don't know.
Starting
Yeah,
is
oh, that's it.
important.
Yeah, so if it's after episode 6,
Mm,
genuine question: how many people are wielding lightsabers?
enough.
Yeah,
More
but
than you'd think.
That's what I was worried about. Yeah,
But also, not loads, though.
Well, there's Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Obviously, the dark saber was around.
Yeah,
The
I mean, it's
Mandalor-
funny, isn't it?
the
Watching Return of the
Mandalorians.
Jedi, you think that there are really only 2 people wielding lightsabers.
Yeah.
If you watch that movie, it's like Darth Vader has a lightsaber.
Leia has in that
Luke.
time.
yeah,
Whilst we
but
saw her
again,
training.
just watching Return of the Jedi. Oh,
Wait, what are you
in
talking?
Return of the Jedi, does she wield a lightsaber?
No,
No.
but in,
No.
in The Rise of Skywalker, they have a flashback of Leia's training with
Yes.
Luke.
Are you shitting? Really?
No.
No,
she
yeah,
has a
definitely. Yeah.
lightsaber,
There's
yeah.
a lot of de
Her own lightsaber.
Yeah, oh yeah, and then Rey uses it.
Yes.
Oh, big time.
But what I'm saying,
It's suddenly a really important lightsaber that you've never seen before. Anyway,
what I'm saying is, if you just watch Return of the Jedi only, you would think there were only 2 people wielding lightsabers in the whole
Oh,
universe.
yeah, absolutely.
And may I interject?
I guess, yeah.
Just as a casual.
I mean, must you?
I just want to bring up at this point. Was that not the point?
I do wonder whether it was.
Yeah, like surely that's why Luke and Leia were special.
Yes.
Well, it turns out if you do more of something special, it makes it not so special.
That seems unlikely. I'm sure we'd have more. We should have more lightsabers.
Yeah. See multiverse.
Have you considered?
Yes, true.
Christ. Have you considered more Jedi?
I don't consider it. I watch it on a weekly basis. They
Well,
put it in front of me and I watch it.
No,
I gobble that up, John.
No, I mean like Jedi, as in just like as
Characters.
in the same way that you go to the supermarket and fill up on rice. Like, can we just open the vent and let more Jedi in?
Just tumble down the chute.
Oh, well, I think that's kind of the point, isn't it? That's what they sort of say in the sequel films. They're like, there are more Jedi kids out there.
Don't know
no,
where
but the
they
point,
are.
but that also
Then
presupposes.
the kid uses the Force to pick up a broom.
Yeah, I know. But doesn't that also? But isn't that based? Doesn't that kind of presuppose that there were no, like, literally the Jedi were very special. They got kind of wiped out, actually wiped out.
Yeah.
Therefore, the fact that Luke and Leia were around was kind of special because they were the only people left.
I'm with you, John.
But we actually
now-
discover
But there's,
in all.
there's loads.
But
There's
in
loads
all,
of them.
yeah, that's my point. In all the
There's enough.
spin-offs and sequels and side stories, it turns out there were a shit ton of Jedi just
Which I
running around.
suppose makes sense because it would be weird
if you somehow successfully
with all
cleanse
that,
the
with
universe.
all these people still hunting Jedi and blah 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 that they just missed 2.
I
I guess they missed Obi-Wan.
A little,
guess it's a big universe.
yeah.
But-
But that's what I mean. But
but
there are a handful based on how big the universe is.
But thematically, when someone writes a side story about how Darth Gnarly kind of like
I love
on a
that.
skateboard.
I love that.
spent
guy.
like 10 years hunting baby Luke or something and was only defeated by the combined efforts of like Klong Pistar
yeah,
and Flabdu Shal,
Yeah.
the last two Jedi funk wizards.
yeah, yeah.
Doing
yeah.
Does-
sweet 180s on
Does
a half
that,
pipe.
does that kind of like cheapen the
Oh,
idea?
yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool. No,
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
good, I'm glad.
I do like Ahsoka though,
Yeah,
as a character and as a show.
sure.
I think it's very
And
good.
she's got this super secret, special, cool god lightsaber that
has a white
totally is
lightsaber.
real and not like a piece of fan fiction.
Oh, you're thinking of the black saber.
Oh, I
The
thought it was,
dark
I thought
the
it was
dark
called-
saber was
Mandalorian.
Is Mandalorian.
And what happened to that?
It's been destroyed now.
And it's just a sword.
Yeah.
So what's special about it?
Oh, it's Mandalorian.
Oh.
Wait,
I suppose could it cut through Beskar? Not really.
I didn't watch much
It
of
couldn't cut through pure Beskar.
What is Beskar? What are you saying?
the
That's
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian.
Is that a character?
Armor.
Pure Beskar.
Yeah.
It sounds like one. Beskar is a metal.
Beskar is the metal that the Mandalorians wear.
So lightsabers can't cut through
I
Mandalorians.
don't think so. No,
I think that was the point.
that was the point of that.
So Boba Fett was always safe.
Well, not from the big
No, if you get
mouth
him
in
in
the sand.
and I guess not if you get him in the neck or Jango Fett.
Yeah,
Get him
or,
in
yeah.
the
or,
neck.
or his dangles. Dangle fets. Get him in his dangles.
To be fair, Samuel L. Jackson did cut his head off.
Oh,
But again,
yeah,
he got
did.
but again he got him in the neck.
Yeah, he
didn't
did
Got
So
him
in
in the
his
neck. He
neck.
got him in
Yeah.
the unprotected bit.
He was wearing a turtleneck, and that
and
was
to be
all.
fair, not many Jedi go for the neck.
No, it's true actually.
Only
yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson.
You know,
Yeah.
I've heard it said that Jedi should fight by turning their lightsaber blade off. I'm sure you've heard this.
Yeah.
So when they clash, they just turn it off, move past the blade,
And then go-
turn it
yeah.
back on and cut the head off.
I'm sure at some point they will do that.
I do feel like
they've
it's
started
not...
doing the whole thing where
Have they?
like Kylo Ren did it.
What are you saying?
Like they switch it off and on again, and it just flashes,
I'm
rather than it being a full sword all the time.
But why?
Do you mean why? Because it looks cool.
But it doesn't do anything. Surely the benefit of a lightsaber is that you have a sword. It's like having a portable sword. You can just kind of put it away.
Yeah.
No blade, no blade.
Yeah.
Turning it off and on for a second, it's like flashing a torch
But he stabbed a guy through the face.
with it.
Oh, he put it up to the face, turn it on, turn it off, they're dead.
Thank you. There's context.
That's what. What do you mean context?
You just sounded like you were standing in a room, like at a rave, just
Oh no!
twitching it.
No, he was fighting a foe,
Okay.
Flow, if you will.
A foe, an enemy.
and then whatever.
I just don't think it's especially honourable way to fight. So maybe a Sith might do it.
no, it's
But
not.
and B, this is a family show.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
And only a Sith deals in
Deals in
absolutes.
absolutes.
Yeah. That
Nice.
seems like an absolute statement to me.
never really
but-
understood that.
Siths only
phrase.
deal in absolutes at that moment in the story for the whole of Star Wars. By the way, they never mention that before or after.
Only a Sith.
Obi-Wan just goes, "Only a Sith deals in absolutes." Do they?
What did you say in response to? What does Anakin say?
Like, what was the context in which she said it?
Anakin was talking about if you're not
Fucking
with
sand
me,
or
you're
something.
my enemy.
Oh,
something like
that's
that.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. What?
Does it? That's
Yeah.
new.
Since when?
Yeah, the Jedi are more about the grey areas. Yeah, they've always been a bit ambiguous in their
Only a
allegiances.
Sith deals in absolutes.
Is this a good franchise?
It's In parts,
In
yes.
parts.
I really
yes.
like how you like it.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I don't
Because
want
I
to-
think you are the exact best kind of Star Wars fan.
I
the greatest
enjoy it.
compliment
I
I
enjoy
can
it
give
for
you.
what it is rather than what it isn't.
But you know what it isn't.
Mm.
And you don't make any you don't make any bones about the weird shit and
Yeah.
there's certain issues with it.
Sure.
But then when it's good,
I
you enjoy it.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And you kind of enjoy it when it's bad as well, I think.
I think it's quite funny when it's bad. To be honest, like we enjoy taking the piss out of the prequels.
Oh, yeah.
Even the lines that are delivered hammily in Empire, for example, funny. Who cares?
It's true,
Who
yeah.
cares? We're all having fun.
There's more for us
Yeah.
to worry about in this world than
Yeah.
Star Wars.
It's all good fun.
So, before I will stop talking about this, but literally, give me a rough number. How many people are running around with lightsabers, either
Oh.
blue or red? in
At what
Asuka?
point? At what period are you talking?
Are you
A-
talking Ahsoka?
In Ahsoka, yeah.
I mean, do you mean how many characters are on screen? Or
As
do you
in
mean in background as well?
individual characters who might refer to themselves as a Jedi or Sith in the present day
probably
of
5 or
Ahsoka.
6.
Fucking hell.
in Ahsoka.
If I'm wrong, it's more.
Yeah, it probably is more. But in the actual show, Ahsoka has a lightsaber. Oh, there's 5 in the show.
No, my point is, like, you're saying...
It's 3 wielders in the show, as far as I'm aware.
Ahsoka has lightsabers.
And then the 2 baddies.
Well, Ezra Bridger.
Is that a character name or a human
Yeah,
being?
I haven't got to that point yet. I mean, it's still on episode 4, so I don't know if Ezra's
right.
shown up yet.
Just give me a rough number.
Well, he does.
I mean, I was assuming he was going to
Stimulate. 4. Okay, so there
And
are...
Sabine uses a lightsaber at times.
Oh, that's true. 5.
So you're saying that in the events immediately post Return of the Jedi, when Luke's like, "I am the only Jedi. I've defeated Palpatine, and now I must wage a lonely quest to rebuild the Jedi Order." You're actually saying there's like 6 Jedi hiding just around
in
the
the
corner.
show, yeah.
Going, "Hee,
Grogu, obviously.
we're not dead.
In the
hee."
shadow of the forest moon of Endor.
Grogu is somewhat a Jedi.
Yeah, does he have a saber, though?
Doesn't have a saber yet.
All John cares about
He
is
was
sabers.
offered a saber, but he rejected it.
A tiny one?
Because he's a child.
He was. Have you not seen that?
Tiny little... I haven't seen all of
He was offered
Mandalorian.
Yoda's lightsaber.
He has a little one.
He's a little one.
Yeah.
And then he said, "No, I want to go back to be with the Mandalorian."
Did he talk?
No, he just suggested it.
Just gestured.
with
Well,
his
I think he
eyes.
just gestured towards the chainmail he was offered.
He had very...
The Mandalorian chainmail.
had very expressive...
Best
expressive
guy.
And then
eyes.
R2 flew him back to Tatooine.
What the fuck are you doing?
yeah, he climbed inside R2 and then R2 launched into
Well, no,
orbit.
R2 piloted an X. Now you're just being silly. R2 piloted an X-wing to Tatooine with Grogu in the
I
pilot
honestly
seat.
can't tell what's real and what is like
No, that
shitty
is-
fan fiction.
That is
you're-
real.
yeah.
It's all fan fiction.
Do you think-
everything technically?
That's probably true.
Everything technically is fan fiction. Everything.
Do you
Yeah.
think R2 has drinks inside him, like a fridge? Because he
I'd
does,
like to
for a
think
while,
so.
serve as a bar on
He's
Jabba's
on
barge.
Jabba's barge,
Yeah.
he does.
Barge,
Yeah.
I
And-
The barge.
barge, yeah. But obviously he can do whatever the story demands. Like he's like,
And he does.
Yeah.
But I do imagine he is... I've always kind of thought of him as a fridge. I don't know why. I just sort of thought, I think R2's a fridge.
Yeah,
And he's got beer in there. Like, maybe one beer.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, just for when Obi-Wan's
Just for like
thirsty or
when
whatever.
they want one.
Or
Except
Luke.
it wouldn't be called beer. It'd be called something.
Death Group.
It'd be called fuzz liqueur or something.
Fembar's sputum.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the weird thing. Like if it was Star Trek, it'd be called something like Cardassian rum, or
Yes.
something like that. But if it's Star Wars, it'd be called like sleep juice or
Yeah.
death sticks.
Something kind of
Death
innocuous.
Sticks is a thing in Star Wars.
That's my
Yeah.
point. Yeah,
That's
kind of
they
disappeared
do
from
use
Star
that.
Wars, though.
man, I
hasn't
got a real craving for
was
a
just-
death stick.
It was just a guy.
right now.
Yeah, it was just a guy walking
Got
around.
death
Going,
sticks. Wanna buy any of them?
you don't want to sell me death sticks.
I don't want to know you then next.
Wanna go home?
Yeah,
Yeah,
about
and
your
this
so
is
on.
cool. No, I guess
This is cool.
I guess my point is like
Talked about this for a while.
if somebody
John's fault.
if someone sat you down at one of you, see,
Someone has sat me down.
Well, you've gone to like
record an episode of a podcast.
Ostensibly.
but you've
And
gone
we're still talking about this.
but you've gone to like your Star Wars celebrations events.
One of them.
Yeah.
Two.
Bearing in mind that we regularly exhibit at Comic Cons, and I think that's sad.
I exhibit myself.
You
on
want to get a
Comic-Con.
fucking life.
But you go to these, Star Wars comic events,
get a fucking
Star
lightsaber.
Wars fan events.
Fan events.
If somebody sat, if you say you were trapped in the queue for like 3 hours,
Oh, I was.
okay, and what if the guy in front of you, dressed as a Palpatine, turned around and started telling you about his fan fiction,
Yeah.
in which Darth Radical, using his multicolored neon strobe saber,
Strobe saber.
saves the day by helping Luke, do X, Y, Z, and he's really cool, and his ship's faster than Millennium Falcon. He's cooler than Han Solo, and then it turned out.
I would say that's a bit derivative,
and I can't tell the difference between that and the plot
Star
and
Wars
half
shows.
the things you're saying about things that have actually happened in shows.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a you problem.
I
That's
really
all I'd
like.
say to that.
I really like Y-wings. I think they're underused.
Yeah.
They're real though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they're
Like
real
it's a
though.
real
What's
shit.
real? What does that even? What does real mean?
You
Just
see
'cause one
X-Wings
guy wrote it,
all the
it's
time.
real. Another guy writes it, it's not real. What does it even mean?
You see X-wings all the time. Ahsoka has like some X-wings in it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there they are. Where's my Y-wings?
Y-wings.
They don't show up.
A-wings.
A-wings are fucking shit. They look like every other
They
spaceship.
look
in
like-
every
They
other
look
show
like a
ever.
snow speeder.
Yeah.
They do
kind of
actually.
the same.
a bit,
They just
yeah.
look like every space fighter you've ever
Yeah,
seen.
I don't know why there are
Y-wings are fucking cool.
Are there W-wings?
There's
Or-
B-wings.
Or just wings?
B-wings, yeah.
B-wings.
Does a B-wing look like a bee?
It's no.
No,
Frustratingly, it doesn't.
not at all, no.
Oh, isn't it a B-wing bomber? Isn't it a bomber a B-wing?
Well, there is a B-wing.
They're
bomber.
quite big
It
ships.
looks like it's got a vertical wing.
Oh,
So it's got like a
Yeah.
cockpit that's like a ball.
Yeah.
It's got a wing up and a wing down. And it flies like that.
Yeah.
that doesn't really look like a bee, does it?
No, it looks cool though. B-wings look cool.
Does a Y-wing look like a Y?
Yes.
I see.
But if
Yes,
you turn it the
why?
wrong way up,
I see.
Yeah. Whereas in space, nothing's the wrong way up, is it, technically?
No.
and in space, no one can hear you. Love.
No.
Star Wars.
Love or hate.
No.
The
And that's a segue.
That's
Is
a
it a
segue.
segue?
It's quite a good segue, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Take us in then.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna.
remember earlier how? Yeah.
Please keep talking. I'm gonna pour.
Remember how earlier, Nick,
Yes, Chris.
you said to me, "I wish I had a number in my name,"
Oh, that's
And I-
why
and
you gave me a weird look
and
when
I
I said
and
that.
I clammed up.
You did. I was like, that's weird. I thought that you'd jump on that.
The reason is my hate
Oh.
is when movies, especially, have numbers in their logos. So if it's a sequel to a movie,
and they put it in
and
instead
they
of a
put it
letter.
instead of a good example at the moment is there's Expendables 4 is coming out.
Expendables.
It's literally Expendables.
Expend
That's how it's
for
spelled.
balls.
Expendables. How? It's like, why has someone signed that off?
Yeah, that's.
Why is that still cool?
How are you supposed to like? I
Just
how-
put Expendables 4.
But is that what it's meant to be?
What do you mean?
Well, as
It's
in
the
like.
fourth Expendables movie.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, but is the title of the film Expendables?
Oh,
but
I see.
spelt weird.
See, here's the problem.
No, the
with-
title of the movie is Expendables 4.
But
this
is it?
But is it?
yeah,
Because
because
otherwise,
the trailer says Expendables 4.
because otherwise it would have the same name as the first Expendables, which is a problem.
Yeah.
So it's called. This is. If anything, I hate this part of it more.
Yeah.
It's called Expendables 4, but they just jammed the 4 in where the A is
Yeah.
because the 4 kind of looks like
It's
an
like
A.
a printing error.
Yes, but they rolled with it.
But then someone looks at that and goes, "Oh, look, Expendables is out,"
And we all take the piss.
and we
Yeah.
all just say, like literally, that doesn't make any sense.
But I guess like when they enter,
What
it,
happened to grammar? Well, I want to know.
It died.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Expendables is being signed off on an international scale.
When they enter it into the Internet Movie Database, or it is like committed to history,
Expendables.
will it be entered as Expendables 4, or
Yeah.
will it be entered as Expendables?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because
I don't know.
Which would you prefer? I think it will be entered as Expendables. I keep going to say Expendables now.
Expendables.
Expendables
4.
Sure, Expendables 4.
It's Expendables 4. That's the announcer
It's
says
Expendables 4.
Expendables 4.
Expendables 4.
Four.
It's because you can't say Expendables.
When they didn't expend enough in 1 to 3. It's
Sure.
time for Expendables 4.
Can they
Okay.
expend more?
Can they expend
Budget?
any more than they already have?
Let's find out.
Time will tell.
In Expendables.
In Expendables.
Yeah, because I guess my point is, if they did enter it as Expendables,
yeah.
excellent SEO. I mean,
Yeah.
but, no one's going to confuse that.
Expendables.com.
Yeah.
But also,
one's
mean,
got that.
if you go on the database in like 50 years' time and like, man, I want to look back on the Expendables franchise,
Yeah.
and you type in Expendables, grammatically,
Yeah.
the search engine would not find Expendables
No, it wouldn't.
because
No.
that's not the word.
Because
is
you
it?
didn't spell it
So-
right, you idiot.
No.
Yeah.
But no one's going to enter that. Someone actually probably will.
No.
But having seen the bad marketing that someone has approved,
Hmm.
that just says Expendables. There's a lot of examples. It sent me down a bit of a rabbit hole.
Well,
Give me
seeing
another
this.
one.
Fant4sick4.
Fantastic. Yeah,
Fan-
Fant4sick4.
that was the big one, wasn't it? Yeah.
There's Seven.
Oh, yes.
Seven.
Doesn't the band Five, the boy band Five,
Five.
didn't they have a 5?
They're Five-Ive.
Five-Ive, that's
Yeah,
right.
they use
Based on their logo.
as the F.
Five doesn't even look like an F.
when you said seven, the movie Seven.
The movie Seven.
But the V
is
has a 7.
Seven.
It had a 7 for a V.
Yeah.
How's that work?
I guess they kind of
It
thought
doesn't
that if
work.
you turn a V sideways,
Right.
It doesn't work.
V,
Yeah.
7.
7. Yes.
I'm doing it in the air. so
Sure.
those
Yeah.
of
No,
you
it's
at home.
great. It's great audio. Yeah. Everyone at home, just imagine making
V.
a V with your fingers
So
and then
finger and thumb.
rotating
and then
it.
Turning it about 270 degrees and breaking your wrist. And you get a
Yeah.
7.
you get a 7.
So it's fine. So 7.
There are some that make sense. So like,
Give me an
there's
example.
I saw one called Pokemon Forever. So that kind of makes sense.
Oh.
But that's got a 4 in it because presumably that's cool.
I mean, it
Spelling it
kind
four.
of make. Is it the 4th Pokemon movie then?
I guess.
One would imagine. No.
Because if it isn't,
It's a 5th.
I just started looking at movie posters.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it's just like, well, I guess that makes sense, but it's still not right.
Well, we all know what the gold standard is.
Go on.
what is that?
Too fast, too furious.
Well, that was in there, and I
Ah,
thought
yeah.
that might come up, so I
f-
deliberately didn't bring that up.
I feel if that didn't invent it, it kind of masked it. Like, there's really no going back from Too Fast, Too Furious.
I do wonder whether we live in a post Too Fast, Too Furious world.
Where that was acceptable.
that was the one that
someone
that triggered
someone
it.
signed off on that, and it set this whole thing in motion.
Yeah, exactly.
So right,
Okay.
let's get into this. With Too Fast, Too Furious, is it supposed to be two in place of TOO, or
Yes.
TO, or TWO?
Well, TO would be Too Fast, Too Furious,
Yeah.
which sounds
But
quite
you could,
Shakespearean.
it could be a combination of both, so it could be Too Fast
To Furious.
to Furious.
Yeah, so Furious is a place, and you're going
Yeah.
too fast to get there.
Or they're going too fast to be furious.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
too
I'm
fast
too
to
fast
Furious.
to furious
I-
at that.
I'm not sure you. That doesn't make any
None
grammatical
of
sense.
this makes any sense.
I suppose not.
None
yeah.
of this makes
I,
any
To be
sense.
fair.
I thought you meant in like in more of like a biblical sense, where it's like you're fasting, maybe for religious purposes.
fast?
But you fasting so much that you're kind of
That you're
furious.
furious,
Yeah. I've brought up a list here.
Here we go. Wow.
Yeah, well,
That's good.
Have you
SEO.
brought a list as well?
I've got some here. That
So I've got
looked
one
up
that's
earlier in the week.
actually kind of annoying me. I've got one here, sorry, that's annoying me. So does everyone remember the movie 101 Dalmatians?
Who could forget?
Who could forget?
Yeah, there's all those dogs in that movie.
There's quite a lot. How many are there in that movie?
I don't know. I think
It's hard to
jury's
say.
out. But guess what the sequel's called?
102 Dalmatians.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and that's not
factual.
the second movie. That's the 102nd movie.
You would think it would be 202.
Would you?
Because that's the same again.
That's much worse.
That's the same again.
200.
But you've done the 2 twice now. So is that the 4th movie?
But is there an extra Dalmatian in that movie?
Well, this is it. This
How
is
many
my
more
point.
Dalmatians?
I believe
Because
there
I
is one
thought-
more Dalmatian. I
Is
believe.
there?
Yes, I think
That
that's
doesn't
how
feel
it
like
works.
enough more.
So it's
like
actually
enough
factually
additional
accurate.
Dalmatians.
I actually quite like it now.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like enough additional Dalmatians.
Well, for all we
given
know,
there were 101
well, for all
in
we
the
know,
first
it,
movie.
it might be in binary, in which case the sequel should be 110 Dalmatians.
That's
Yeah.
very
And
clever.
we're never going
Thank
to
you.
figure
Or
it
Yeah.
out.
1010.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
No.
There's a movie that I actually quite like called. Do you remember Layer Cake?
Yeah?
Layer
Movie
Cake.
Cake. It launched Daniel Craig's career.
I've never seen it. I've watched about 5
I watched
minutes
it
of
once at uni, but it's sort of the actual movie logo.
Why has it got a 4 in it?
It's got a 4 and a 3 in it, a backwards 3.
Why?
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 Because it's in, for some reason, it's in like the kind of font you get on your registration plate on your
Number
car.
plate, yeah.
So it's Le Fourier CAC 3.
Why? Why is it in a number
If
plate
I was to
font?
read it out how it's actually spelled,
Is-
Why is it in a number plate?
I don't know why
Is
it's done it like that.
Is it a film in which cars and number
I think
plates?
there are some cars in it.
There's cars in every movie.
You
though.
can't-
Technically, there's
yeah.
cars in every movie.
Yeah.
Even
you could
dinosaur
write.
movies.
You could write any movie title in like it looked like a registration number.
Here's
Yeah.
another one. Ocean's 11. Sequel to that, Ocean's 12.
Yeah. But
they
there
got
was,
an
there was an
extra
extra ocean, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Ocean's 13.
But then
this is
after
a
that,
weird
it was
thing, isn't
Ocean's
it?
8.
It's like, oh, we want to make
After
a sequel
Ocean's 13.
to Ocean's 11. We want to make a sequel to our movie that had a number in the first
So they
movie
know it's a
title.
sequel.
Yeah. So we can't call it Ocean's 11 2 because that's Ocean's 112, which looks fucking insane.
Yeah.
So we have to just up the number we already had in the movie
Yeah.
by 1. But by doing so, we then have to make that factually true in the story. So now there has to be 12 blokes.
Could we actually drill down just for a moment on the title Ocean's 11? Because
Sure.
it's a buck wild title.
Is it? He's got 11 dudes in his
It's
crew.
Ocean.
And his
it's a
name
guy
is
called
Ocean.
His name's Danny Ocean.
Ocean, yeah.
But like,
It's in
They're
10.
Ocean's 11.
But
Well,
why-
technically, it's Ocean's 10 because he's one of the 11.
Yeah,
Technically.
he's counting
I
himself.
suppose you're right. Actually, yeah.
Technically.
But why? But like, if you because it's a remake of an old Frank Sinatra movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why? I don't know. When the person wrote it, the first one, way back in like the 50s or whatever, what? It's a buck wild thing to call it because the man on the streets. Have you seen Ocean's 11? What is that like? What is that? A plane?
Is that a shark movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about an ocean.
Was
yeah.
that a plane? What is that?
We'll see, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could say that about a lot of movies, couldn't you?
You know, is that like Steve
Like
Martin?
Layer Cake, for example. Is that
Layer
about a
Cake,
cake?
What's that about?
Yeah, you know, is that Steve Martin comedy vehicle, comedy, air quotes,
vehicle.
called Cheaper by the Dozen.
Yes.
Yes.
The joke is that they have
But then
like a
it's
dozen
cheaper by the
kids.
dozen too.
Yeah, why
Was that? Could it
Cheaper
be
by
cheaper
the
by the
13?
baker's dozen?
Well, that would have been better.
That would have been good.
that
wouldn't it?
would have been
That would have been good. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's 13.
Well, Cheaper by the Bacon's Dozen kind of seems a bit off, doesn't
bit
it?
of a mouthful.
Cheaper by the baker's dozen, and then he could have been a baker, and there would have been
If
13
they'd
of
been
them.
the Baker family, that would have been thinking ahead, wouldn't it? Because if
It's
you did-
planning.
all you have to do is change the screenplay, one word, find and replace.
But these
Yeah.
these bastards in Hollywood, they don't think
They're not
about a
thinking that
sequel.
far ahead. They're not thinking.
They're
that
lucky
far
if they're going to get one movie out.
ahead.
Yeah.
These
Uh,
bastards in Hollywood.
Speaking of sequels,
Oh.
there is a franchise called the Final Destination
There is.
Oh.
franchise, and the poster for that had a 5 in place of the F.
Final
Five
Destination.
Einl.
Well,
Five
sure,
Einl.
Five
surely,
Einl Destination.
well, surely that was for 5th entry.
Yeah, but who cares? Because it's not saying 5.
Yeah,
Final
but
Destination played the same fucking game that Fast and Furious played.
they're really
because
siblings,
The
yeah.
Fast and Furious 4, I think, was called The Fast and the Furious,
Hmm.
and then The Final Destination was the 4th Final Destination.
The
movie.
Final
The
Destination.
So adding
The
a
fi- the.
is a way to create
It's a cop
new...
out, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is a
So maybe
cop-out.
we'll get The Ocean's 11 later on.
You don't get as many like numbered sequels now. Movies tend to have subtitles.
Well, you get this
Yeah,
in-
Mission Impossible does
you
it.
get this in
They have
video.
subtitles.
Marvel does it a lot.
You get this in video games as well, because if a series is run for a particularly long time, like the 7th one in the series, they just name it the first one,
Yeah,
so it just goes back to being. It'd be like if the next Star Wars movie was just called Star Wars,
Star Wars. That'd be good.
but it'll be
I-
Star Wars 2025.
The-
Kind
The
of
Star
wouldn't be
Wars.
surprised if they actually do that.
They'll end it with the Star Wars.
Yeah.
The Star Wars.
These are the Star Wars.
These are
the definitive.
the ones.
The definitive Star
Well,
Wars.
you know, like there was that naming convention for a while where they would maybe just add like an S to the end of something, like
aliens.
aliens, you know, or you just try and do.
But again, you have to make it factually accurate.
Yeah.
Because there had to be more than one alien. There was only one alien in Alien.
that is true.
But now there's aliens.
I feel like they probably did that, and it confused people to such an extent that that's why you now got fucking 4s in the word expendable.
Yeah, I actually
Expendables.
Expendables.
as much as these numbers
Come,
are.
come watch Expendables.
As much
You'll
as-
like it. You'll like it.
You'll like watch
You'll
it.
like Expendables.
No one will
Did
like-
you like Expend One Balls?
No, it was expendable. One
Expend-
ball.
Expendable
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. The as much as like the numbering thing is frustrating, I still kind of prefer it to the colon word because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
always just like it's like
But it's not so much the fact that it's called Expendables 4. It's the fact they've shoehorned the number 4 into the word.
Yes.
yeah.
That's what I have a problem with.
No, but I'm saying as a side hate, I really
Yeah.
annoy it when it really annoys me when like they've come up with their title, but then they go it's like colon, and then literally there's only 3 words they call from like retribution.
Oh, yeah.
Oh fuck! Like what's it?
Vengeance.
Vengeance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a provocative word, isn't it? You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Or Revolution.
Why is he
Matrix did this.
Yeah.
why is
You
he
had-
seeking
You had the
retribution?
Matrix, and you had Matrix Revolutions, and you had Matrix Revelation.
Reloaded.
Reloaded.
Reload.
And then
Revolutions.
Yeah.
Revolutions.
And the new one
Maybe
is
Maybe that was
Revelations?
Revelations.
Is that the new one from like last year?
I wanna
It should have
say.
been called Rebooted.
Rebooted.
I don't want to get into how the Matrix should have been written again.
The
We did that 2 weeks ago.
no, I'd say a weird. You know, like say like you've been going for a long while. You go like okay,
Or renovations. That'd have been good.
yeah. So you go like,
And it's all about changing.
It's
his
all
house.
about them rebuilding the Matrix.
Yeah.
but you could have done. You could, but it's, let's
I'd watch that movie.
but let's look at like a franchise. If you were naming it, you could go like Expendables,
Yes.
Expendables 2, and then probably be like
Expendables.
Expendables 3 :
Yeah.
Yeah.
like Retribution.
Armed
Yeah.
and dangerous.
Yeah, Expendables 4 : Dead to Rights. You know, and then you
Yes.
start kind of adding
Yeah,
stuff.
that kind of thing.
But it's weird when you get like.
But
an
you don't need to put the 4 in.
no.
You
but
can just put
hand to
Expendables, Expendables, paycheck, or whatever you want to call
Yeah,
it.
or
yeah,
paychecks.
we're here.
Yeah.
Expendables.
Expendables,
colon.
Expendables still alive.
You got
Expendables.
murked.
Yeah.
Expendables : another.
Expendables,
Question mark?
Expendables, we found a pulse. That kind of thing.
Do not resuscitate.
Expendables. Colon. You going to watch it?
Yeah.
And then brackets, please.
Expendables, bring money.
But it's weird
That
when
kind of thing.
it's weird when you get an entirely new film that's never had a franchise. It's entirely new.
Yeah.
And they kind of like
Oh.
they get right to it, and they're like, you know, the movie could be called like like New Dawn. And you go, oh, it's
just called New Dawn.
no, but you go like, oh, that's evocative. Oh no, wait, there's more. And it's like New Dawn,
Horizon.
Horizon. No, New Dawn, vengeance. And it's like
It's like,
pick a lane, dude.
Yeah.
you don't need both.
I'm
But
trying
they
to think
don't-
of an example. I feel like I've seen that.
Movies
before.
don't trust audiences to like remember these things because Glass Onion, which was
Oh, yes,
Ah.
good example.
a
Yeah.
sequel to Knives Out.
Yeah.
They had to add in the subtitle, a Knives Out mystery.
Yeah, which is
And
awful.
Ryan Johnson actually said, "I wish they hadn't put that in. I just wanted it to be called Glass Onion."
Yeah.
People know now. People aren't
It's
that.
the marketing
Well, maybe people are
department.
that stupid. I don't know.
But also, like, could they not think of a better name for it? Because like calling it like
Hmm.
a Knives Out mystery.
But they're gonna have to, because then would the next one be a Glass Onion mystery? Maybe he'll do that for a laugh.
Yeah. Well, surely calling it like a
Just call
Benoit Blanc.
A Benoit
mystery.
Blanc mystery would have been better.
Yeah. The Blanc mystery.
The Blanc mysteries.
Yeah, like they're desperate to. Well, they want it to be a franchise.
Yeah.
don't they? And so it can't be.
But
a
they don't.
franchise
They
unless
don't
it
think
has
people
continuing...
are. They think people are stupid, and maybe they're right.
Maybe they are.
That they won't remember that this is part of that series, that
Yeah.
movie they liked.
Yeah. I mean,
I'd be annoyed because the first movie doesn't follow that same format. So the first one's just called Knives Out, and then the second one's called Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery.
no,
Yeah.
the first one was actually called Knives Out.
A Knives Out
Knives Out
mystery,
mystery.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what when it's a box set. That's what they'll do. They'll retitle the first
Yeah.
one, and it'll be called Knives Out, a Knives Out mystery.
It'll be the Knives Out
starring the Knives Out
collection,
characters.
colon.
Yes.
Knives Out mystery.
Knives
Yeah.
Out. A Knives Out
Featuring.
film.
And then the knife in the Knives Out, the eye will be a 1.
No,
Yeah, and a
Kunwanvers.
Kunwanfa
Kunwanfa
and if you
mystery.
look really close, the one is actually made up of the words Knives Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you look really closely at those words, they're all knives.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
in hands.
yeah, and my head explodes. So yeah, grammatically,
Unsound.
aesthetically, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I think it reads weird. It looks weird. It's shoehorning numbers in
Tell
where
you
they
what,
don't
though,
belong.
Gonna go see that movie. Gonna go see that movie about the muscles.
It's hard to laugh.
I don't
The
know who's
muscles
in it
and the
now.
bullets.
Stallone's in it.
Megan Fox is in it.
Who's what?
Megan
Yeah.
Fox is in it.
Is she a 60?
She's back.
Is she a 70-year-old failed
action
actor?
hero?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Sure, probably.
The Statham will be in it.
Statham's in it.
Yeah, well, he's young.
Well, his
Yeah.
girlfriend's Megan Fox, you see, because that makes sense.
Wasn't
Oh, really?
Kelsey Grammer in one of them?
What?
Yeah, I think so.
No, he's not an aged
He's
action
back.
hero.
Frasier's back
Frasier's back with a Uzi.
with Rodney from Fools and Horses.
Yeah, that was weird.
Do you not know about that?
Oh, what? Hang on. So we're not talking about Expendables.
No,
anymore.
sorry. Let's
No.
separate the two franchises here.
So
Put
Expend4Balls.
that aside.
I'm not sure if Kelsey Grammer's in
Potentially
that.
featuring
He
Kelsey
might,
Grammer.
he might have
were-
been in Expend3Balls,
Expendables. Fine.
possibly.
Yeah.
There's a new
Or
series.
3 Spendables.
3 Expendables. yeah, that kind of thing.
That works.
There's a new series of Frasier coming
With Kelsey Grammer.
with Kelsey
Yeah,
Grammer.
he's back.
He's back, and he's Frasier.
Is he in
He's
Seattle?
Frasier again.
No, he's in Boston.
Oh, sure.
Sure, okay. So he's back, and he's Frasier, and also Rodney from Only Fools and Horses.
Rodney from Fools and Horses is there playing an English man.
But is Niles in it?
No,
They couldn't get Niles.
they couldn't get. He doesn't want to come back.
Daphne?
No.
Really?
And of course Martin's dead.
Yeah, Roz isn't in it.
Wow.
Freddie is like the other character, his son,
Who's Freddie? Oh, the boy.
Frasier's son. Yeah.
Do you think it's actually the boy, or
Is
they've
it
got
the
like
boy?
a
No, I
different?
think it's another.
They got a different
It's
boy.
a grown man.
A grown man. He's a
Yeah.
30-year-old
What is this
man.
going to be on?
Oh, the internet
Right.
Oh,
somewhere?
Netflix or something probably.
streaming on one of the things.
Paramount?
Yeah. So you watched?
I there's no. I don't know.
Is
and
there
you
a
watched the
trailer?
trailer?
Yeah, didn't we? Didn't I text you about the trailer?
Yeah, but I didn't have a sound on at the time.
Oh
I was
yeah,
busy, so
yeah.
I
I
just
watched. I watched the trailer.
Watched it in silence.
Weirdly, I was thinking about it that morning, and then Holton,
Yeah.
who listens to this show, I think probably
No.
Only when there's a
only
three.
when
when
there's the
you're
three of
here.
us.
Yeah.
No, only when there's three of us.
Only when there's 3 of us.
Sent the trailer that like an hour later. I was like, that's
interesting.
weird.
Yeah.
Maybe you're in sync. Maybe your cycles have synced up.
Yeah, maybe.
I
yeah.
clicked on
it's
it.
about time.
I clicked on the link you sent me because I didn't know what it was, and I always click on links you send me.
Yes, I would. yeah.
You've got a lot of
Particularly-
viruses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
particularly the money lending ones.
Yeah.
Why do you need so much platinum? But like,
His son's making phones.
Yeah. Do you want to buy some
We did it!
callbacks?
Callbacks!
Do you want to buy some gloves? Do you want to buy some gloves?
Platinum gloves. They're so uncomfortable.
But and then I clicked on it. I didn't know what it was, and it started playing. I didn't have the sound on because I was busy at the time.
Yeah.
Doing things.
Sure,
in my
why not?
life.
Living my life.
Seems unlikely.
And my
Not
shock,
waiting for the Frasier trailer.
but I see like Kelsey Grammer, and I go,
Sure.
oh, good God, it's
Oh, I know
Kelsey
him.
Grammer. And then I
Kelsey
see an
Grammer.
old man,
yeah.
and then I go, bloody hell, that's Rodney from Only Fools and Horses.
Nicholas Lyndhurst.
What's
Is
he
he very
doing there?
aged?
Well, he just looks like an old.
I mean,
like
he looks.
mine.
He looks like. Yeah, he does kind of. He looks his age, which is
Which
what?
is old.
late 60s, I would think.
Do you remember when Kelsey Grammer was the Beast in X-Men?
Yes, I do.
That was good
yeah.
casting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was like when Frasier was on TV, was Kelsey Grammer like 25 or something like that?
Well,
Because
she had Cheers before that
Yeah,
that's true.
as Frasier.
but he still looks like him. Like he hasn't really aged.
But
Like
he must have been
What,
a lot younger.
Even now, you mean?
Yeah.
I think he has a beard.
No, do you think like did he just look old to begin with?
But this is the wild shit about TV and film, right? Because when we first saw Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, he was in his 40s.
And now he's 78.
I mean, it's like...
They'll de-age him, it won't matter.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Maybe he was in his late 30s, but either way, like arguably like his career exploded.
Yeah.
Like at an age older than we are now.
Yeah.
Which is insane, isn't it?
Yeah, because he had his moment. Like Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, he'd
was
been
like,
in movies.
He was,
and
like,
he was a young heartthrob as well. in,
There
like,
were
the 80s and
scandals,
stuff.
weren't there?
There were scandals.
Many scandals.
Drugs and the like.
Yeah.
Yes, there were. I think they were included into his contract that he couldn't.
Yeah, he
drink
had to do
and-
drugs.
Yeah.
You
That was the
must
problem.
every day on set in front of the children.
Guys, I'm trying to have a break here. In front of the children.
Yeah.
Yes.
Always.
So, but Kelsey Grammer's still. I mean, what he's like? How old is he now?
Oh, he
Still
must
kicking.
be 70s, I would
He'd
think.
have to be, surely.
I would
wouldn't
think
he?
so.
Yeah.
Have to be.
I would think so.
There's no fucking
It
justice.
didn't. It didn't look good. Unfortunately.
That's a shame.
It's a shame because I know we always want more of a good
We
thing.
think we want more.
but like,
But they think we want more, and they're not. Again, they're not always wrong.
But Frasier is like universally loved. It had some of the best writing.
It was fucking.
You
brilliant.
know,
I think to preserve that, it's probably best not to watch it.
Yeah, can't we just let it die?
I think some people will feel that way because I love Frasier.
Yeah.
Still do.
I do too. Yeah.
Would it be? I mean, something that might actually get me in watching it, and I probably wouldn't. But what if like you did a sitcom now, which was like Matthew Perry,
Yeah.
David Schwimmer,
Yeah.
See where you're going.
and Frasier,
And Frasier.
as in like
Oh, it's a crossover.
Frasier has moved to New York.
What? As in the Friends.
And
meet
the two
Frasier.
of the
I'm not saying
friends.
saying all the friends, but I'm just saying like
Yeah.
old men who used to be in sitcoms. Like
You could do an Expendables, but with old guys from sitcoms.
oh my god,
What would you call
Yeah.
that?
The last laugh.
The very last laugh.
I mean,
Ooh.
oh yeah,
But you could have
Milking it.
David Schwimmer.
David
you could
Schwimmer.
have.
Yeah.
Is David Jason still alive?
Yeah.
Because if we're talking only fools and horses.
no,
Yeah.
he's dead. Isn't
No,
he?
he's not.
David Jason.
David Jason is still going.
Del Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dead.
No, he's not.
He's dead.
He's not, John.
Right, I've got to
Unless he
Google
died
it.
today.
No,
I've got to
he-
end
he's
this
so,
fucking
he's
discussion.
he's been dead for 5 years.
He's not.
5 years.
He's alive. He's well.
honestly
He's well
don't know.
alive.
No, he's very dead.
He's not. I'm absolutely sure.
Wikipedia.
There's a plaque in
It says
Westminster
is
Abbey.
not was, so I think he's alive. Yeah, he's alive.
He's very much alive.
He's 83.
It was his
Jesus.
birthday recently.
Jesus
Look
Christ.
that up.
His birthday was the 2nd of February.
It was his birthday recently. In the last year, John. Fuck. I ruined it.
I've got all the facts.
I ruined it. It is in the last. Shut up.
Even
In
dead-
the last. No.
Shut up.
Shut up, John.
Even dead people
In the
have
last.
birthdays.
In the last year, he's had a birthday. Is
Well,
that right, Nick?
So is Abraham
Yeah,
Lincoln.
yeah, because he's still alive.
You know what's fucking radical?
Yeah.
In the last year, Abraham Lincoln had a birthday. Doesn't
No, he didn't.
That was an
No, he didn't.
anniversary of his
David
birth.
Jason is alive. I could go knock on his door right now.
Do
and
you
go-
trust Wikipedia?
And ask him if he wants to be in our new sitcom.
Yeah, I trust my
Or for
own
the sake
eyes.
of the hill you want to die
I
on?
want him
Yeah.
to walk into this room now.
Fine, okay, he's dead.
Singing the Only Fools and Horses theme tune.
Only fools and horses. I think that's how it goes.
Yeah. Pretty much, yeah.
Randomly talking about Only Fools and Horses, I saw something which could be a lie, and I chose not to look at it. Apparently,
Did you watch it on silence?
I did watch it in silence.
Yeah.
Apparently, a few years back, the BBC shot a pilot for a reboot
Why'd they shoot
of
him?
Only Fools and because he's dead, Nick. He's very dead.
He's not.
For
They-
a
a reboot of Only Fools and Horses.
Starring Justin Bieber.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
And the pilot was never aired, and it has leaked now.
Has it really?
Yeah, and I saw like
Because they made a prequel to Fools and Horses, which was like a comedy drama
it was
called Rock and Chips. I'm not making this up.
Why?
And it was the Jay from The Inbetweeners played Del Boy, and Nicholas Lyndhurst was in it as his own father.
Interesting.
Oh,
But it was like a comedy. It wasn't that good. It was like a comedy drama thing.
sure.
This sounds like a different thing.
No.
If-
No, this was actually like it is Only Fools and Horses, but like new.
if we were going to make the comedy equivalent of The Expendables,
Yes. Oh,
which
now
other,
you're talking.
Which other
yeah.
old comedy men do we need to get in?
Right.
Old comedy dudes.
We need 6.
We need 6.
Frasier,
Frasier, 1.
Chandler from Friends.
2.
They're all going to be men. We've got to be old.
Yeah.
Toady from Neighbours.
That's not a sitcom.
I mean, we'll love him.
What other beloved sitcoms are there?
American classics.
What
sitcoms.
about what's his face from Red Dwarf?
What, Rimmer?
No.
Lister?
Yeah.
The other one.
yeah. There you go.
Is that really a sitcom?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a comedy.
It's a British sitcom.
Is it a sitcom?
What are the big American sitcoms?
Yeah, big American old sitcoms.
Ted Mosby.
Who's that?
How I Met Your Mother. That's not old enough, I
That's
don't
not
think.
old enough.
No, got to be old.
Gotta be
Ray
old.
Romano.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Seinfeld, Frasier, Chandler, Ray Romano.
Yeah, that's 4.
That's 4. We're
We
nearly
need 2
there.
more.
We need 2. Is this an all dude?
Yeah, they've got to be
Sitcom.
old men. That's the
Yeah,
thing.
because
Yeah.
of Expendables, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can have a young woman in to be like the bimbo of the show. But,
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but
Fine.
why not?
but that doesn't matter. So we
Fine.
just need 6 old men.
God, what's another American sitcom?
I can't think of any.
Why can't I think? We're not leaving this room or continuing the
What
format.
about Home Improvement? What's his name? Ted Danson?
No,
he's
he's
the other
voice
one.
of-
Ted Danson would be good, although he was in Frasier.
Cheers.
He was with
He was in
Frasier
Cheers,
and
wasn't he?
He was
yeah.
Cheers.
I
the
do like
voice
Ted
of,
Danson.
voice of Woody.
Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
He's the
Tim
voice,
Allen.
He's the voice of Buzz.
Tim Allen.
Yeah, that's my point. Yeah.
That's
so-
5.
Yeah.
Or was that 6?
Tim Allen.
That's 5.
That's 5. One more.
Well, where were
Then
we
you could have
on?
one of them out of Last of the Summer Wine or something.
Yeah,
They're
all dead,
definitely
yeah.
They're
dead.
definitely dead.
Where were we on what?
We're on 5. Well, it depends. Where do we stand on Ted Danson?
I don't know about Ted Danson.
Cheers. Is
He's
he
too.
too?
He's
But he was
too,
in the he was in
he's
a
too
good place.
good.
He's in
Yeah,
a good place.
he's too good.
He's
He's got
too.
out of that
Yeah, I
world.
like him too much.
He doesn't want to go back.
He's a fitty as
Jesus, what are the other American sitcoms we got over here? King of Queens.
well.
Kevin. Something,
Kevin
isn't it?
James.
Kevin James.
I don't know. No
he's
one likes
too,
him.
He's too.
He's too Kevin
He's
James.
too young and too
yeah, no one
Kevin
likes
James.
him. Come on. No,
got a-
one more
got a lot
sitcom.
of white dudes.
Yeah, well, welcome to
Why can't I
sitcoms.
think of any
That's the
American
point.
sitcoms?
That's the point. Like, it's old. It's old men from the 90s.
yeah, what, you're Googling old American sitcoms?
Yeah.
90s sitcoms that made it over here. We are not continuing the show until we work this out. What's the Voltron of sitcoms?
I'll form the head. 90s American. I'm
Frasier
doing
would
Or you
it.
could have one of the guys out of Will and Grace.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
Oh, but I can't. Will? I know. I've never seen.
Grace?
I've never seen it.
Grace?
Come on. So what? Frasier.
Dick Van Dyke.
From
What about the guy from Third Rock from the Sun, the older guy?
John Lithgow?
Yes!
Okay.
Let's go with
Lithgow's a
Let's-
great
let's
show.
But
go
what,
with
but
John
what was his
Lithgow.
character's name in Third Rock from the Sun?
Is an alien.
Yep. Okay, Alien. Right.
Alien
okay.
Man.
Grimbo. Okay, so
Hang on, I can look it up.
the
right now.
Voltron of sitcoms is
We can't remember.
Frasier,
Dick Solomon.
Chandler, Seinfeld.
So they're all in character.
Yes, they are their characters.
Yeah, 'cause it's a crossover.
Right. Okay.
Dick Solomon is Lithgow.
Okay, so Frasier, Chandler, Seinfeld. I've already forgot.
Ray
Romano.
Yeah.
Dick.
Dick from Third Rock from the Sun.
Tim Allen. I don't know what his
Oh,
name was.
and fuck yeah, from Home Improvements.
Yeah.
Okay,
Never seen it.
Home Improvements man.
Like, either way, we've done 6.
Okay, and all their wives, if they had wives, have left them.
Oh, definitely.
So they are now all having to share.
They're all sharing the 2 flats with friends. But Frasier's back on the radio.
Yeah.
Tim Taylor was his character.
Oh, of course
he's
he was
still
a
called
Tim.
Tim.
He was
Yeah.
Still called Tim.
Comedians always did that. They got their own sitcom and they just kept their own name.
And then what we do is we get women in each episode from those sitcoms.
Yes.
And they just pop in, everyone cheers.
Making guest
Whee!
appearances.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, guest cameo.
Roz is in the first episode.
Yes.
Yes.
And
And Grace from Will and Grace. She comes
She
in.
comes in.
Yeah.
She's a semi-permanent character.
oh god,
Yeah.
and Roz will be like, gee, Frasier, I'm married to a garbage man, and even I think this room is disgusting.
She went out with, she could go out with the
Hey.
garbage man.
That's my point. Yeah, did they not
I
marry?
don't think they got married, did they?
No.
It was one of her
They split
many,
up.
many
they split
boys.
up, I think.
Yeah, maybe Niles and Daphne would pop in for
Maybe
an
Niles
episode.
and Daphne,
Yeah,
yeah.
they've split up as well, though.
Everyone's miserable.
The
last laugh.
Everyone's split up.
Could they be running a mortuary?
I like that.
Yeah, the last laugh. Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe like in one episode, Jason Statham kicks the door in and gives them all guns. He's like, "I've got a mission."
And then it turns out it's never been a sitcom. It's actually the Expendables.
Expend 5 balls.
You're one of the Expendables now.
What?
Christ.
And then Kelsey Grammer reveals he's undercover and he's actually his Expendables character.
Yes, and he's the Beast
Yeah.
from X-Men.
What, he rips his skin off and he's blue underneath.
He's also Beast.
And then Steinfeld rips his skin off, and he's
I'm
also a Beast.
He's also the guy from that one where he was a newsreader.
And then they all rip their skin off, and they're all beasts, and the show's called 6 Beasts in Town.
yeah.
But of course, they're like, when we're in bed.
6 Beasts. 6 Beasts in New York.
6easts. So
Yeah,
there's
you gotta
six,
put the six in
six
the B.
instead of the B. 6easts.
The way that makeup worked, you were like blue and like covered in fur, but your face was left.
Yeah,
like,
so you've still got the star power.
You're still clearly
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Matthew.
clearly
yeah.
Seinfeld,
It's
clearly
Matthew
Tim
Perry.
Allen, Stilly
He's just
Lithgow.
blue.
Yeah, Matthew Perry, but he's a beast. They're all beasts.
They're all
Six
beasts.
beasts. I would watch the living fuck out of Six
My
Beasts.
God, get us in a room with Netflix. This would.
They would. I mean, I think
Fucking
all of those
kill.
actors would sign up for Six Beasts.
Yeah.
Six Beasts.
I think they'd all be banging our door down to be on this show.
I would watch it. I would watch it.
Imagine that first moment they all rip their skin off.
Yeah, but you got to save it in season one.
All 6 of them.
You got to
They
save
just
it.
they're in the coffee house from Friends. And they all just go
Six Beasts. And they always shout Six Beasts
Six
when they do it.
Beasts. Yeah.
And the S is a 6.
That's
And the
yeah.
S is six.
So it's
6v6.
6 piece. 6x 6 easts. 6 easts.
This might be our best episode. I don't even want to continue.
We've just
this.
conceived the greatest sitcom of all time.
Oh Christ!
Oh, man.
Oh my God!
We fixed. There's no following this.
Oh jeez, it's all downhill from here. How
Yeah.
do we top that? Christ!
There we go.
Christ
I want a
alive!
beer.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
pour yourself a beer.
Have we mentioned that we're drinking this particular
Special beer that
Yeah,
John made. The
we've
beer
got-
that John made.
Well, I feel the machine made it
How
for
does this
me.
work, then?
Well, you just pour it like a beer. It's got a handle.
You know, like beers.
Yeah,
I
just
don't want to misplace.
no at 45 degrees.
Yeah.
So we've got this kind of brewing kit, and it comes with the thing actually has like a tap on it.
Yeah,
so you
like
can
a real
pour
pub.
it like a real.
Like a publican.
You pour it like a real boy. The more we pour, the more it looks like actual beer,
Yeah, I think
as
it-
opposed
Oh,
to
really?
like a
It's settling down. Oh yeah.
well, like a gassy mistake because it was quite gassy. It was quite
That's my
gassy to
wrestler,
begin
that's
with.
a
Yeah. 6 beasts.
Six Beasts!
6 easts.
There's a
Yeah.
good chance they could be a band as well.
Yeah, the 6
Yeah, the
beasts.
Six Beasts.
Yeah.
Because Ross. Oh, no, he's not in it, is he?
I wish. I feel like I would trade John Lithgow for Ross.
That's
You're
we've
gonna
got
have-
two
you're gonna
friends,
have
though.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah. I know what you mean, though.
yeah.
Thing is, Lithgow's pretty fucking good, though.
He's almost too good. Yeah.
Maybe he is. Maybe he's like
Yeah.
a Danson.
I kind of feel like what was like because Tim Allen's career in Home Improvement was
Rips his skin off. And the great thing is, every time he's in immense pain whenever he does it.
He's the only one of them though.
Yeah. Everyone else
is the only one.
Everyone else can do
is
it
fine.
easy, and he screams, and there's blood everywhere when he does it.
In excruciating pain every
Yeah.
time he does it.
Christ alive.
I don't think we need to do
No,
that.
I fuck this show. It's too good.
God.
Man, like Tim Allen was like he ran a. This is all I want to talk about now. Like I just like
Fuck it.
yeah, Tim Allen like
He dominate the next hour.
he was running. He ran a TV show.
I've never
from
watched-
his home.
What do you mean?
What,
That
Home
was-
Improvement was
that was
from his...
that
I've
was
never
the
watched
point
Home
of the show
Improvement.
because
Home Improvement. Home Improvements.
Home Improvement.
yeah.
Ment.
So the conceit of the show, I've never really watched it, but the conceit of
No.
the show is Tim, the character, runs a TV show
From his
house.
From his garage, isn't it?
What
His
called
workshop.
Called
Yeah.
Home Improvement.
Yes.
Right.
Where-
I
That's
see.
kind of the gimmick.
I
Yeah.
understand.
No, wasn't it called Tool
Oh, you're
Time?
right, it's
Yeah,
called Tool Time.
It's called
Right,
Tool Time.
Tool Time.
So the point is
He's
that
kind of a YouTuber.
yeah, but
Yeah,
in
yeah,
like
before his
the
90
original YouTuber.
but in like 1994.
Yes.
kind of, yeah.
But it's a weird idea because then quite often in the show he would like film a bit of Tool Time and then he'd walk stage right and then he'd be in his kitchen and he'd be like, "Hello, wife, I'm filming an episode next door."
So did he have an audience?
I don't know.
Like in the garage or workshop, or was he kind of like broadcasting it to the web? Didn't exist.
No, the web
Was
did
it like
not exist.
PBS or something?
Was it? Yeah, must
Maybe-
be.
yeah, maybe it was
he
a public
bought
access thing.
airtime
yeah.
on there.
I
so
bet
he
it was.
so he was filming like a home DIY show The point was like, I'm going to teach you how to do DIY.
Yeah, from his own house.
I'll be honest, at the moment, I'm just thinking about when Frasier Watson goes, "Who watches PBS?" And he goes, hello everyone, because he's doing like a PBS telethon.
Yeah.
Hello everyone. Who indeed watches PBS? Why? The good people. It just...
Who indeed watches PBS? That's really good. We shouldn't just be regurgitating Frasier jokes, but that's genuinely a very funny moment. Oh God!
But what's the so like? They're
How
all,
strong's this beer?
I think I'm.
How many's he had?
I actually suspect the thing might be leaking methane or something.
We're going to listen to this back and it's not going to be nearly as funny.
No, it's really not. Everyone listening now is
Okay.
like, fuck 6easts.
But I want to plot. I like the idea that they are living in the 2 flats from Friends.
Yeah.
Because you never saw Phoebe's flat, did you?
Yeah.
Okay, you did.
It was a different building.
Yeah, different building.
Yeah.
But like
And Ross's.
But let's think about
That's true.
Matthew Perry was working in advertising. No, sorry, Chandler was working in
Yeah.
advertising. The character Chandler.
Character Chandler.
Frasier
Slash Beast. Chandler
Beast.
Chandler
Sorry,
Beast.
you're right. Sorry, Chandler.
Sorry,
On the call sheet.
In the credits, it will
On the
be Chandler
call-
/ Beast.
Frasier / Beast. Tim / Beast.
Tim Beast.
And
Ray
of course,
/ Beast.
and Dick
Dick
Beast.
/
Dick
Beast.
Beast.
Yeah, he doesn't have a slash. Dick Beast.
It's got him.
And his dick is always in every shot. We can pixelate it out, but it's there.
And Ray Beast. Ray / Beast.
And
Ray /
Seinfeld Beast.
And
And
yeah,
Seinfeld, God,
Jerry
keep-
Beast.
Yeah, Jerry Beast.
Jerry
yeah.
Beast.
Okay, so the conceit was
/ Beast.
it's New York, but in the Frasier show, at the end of the show, he did move to Boston to be with a woman he liked.
No, he moved to San Francisco, didn't he?
Did he?
Oh, no, he was going to move to San Francisco and then he went somewhere else to follow a woman.
It doesn't matter
Yeah.
because he's moved to New York to follow another woman.
So he left his job behind. He was kind of starting everything new. So Frasier could be a blank slate. Frasier could be doing anything
yeah.
before he becomes a beast. Yeah.
Is he the original Beast?
I think
Does
he
he
has...
infect the other?
Yes, he
Is it a virus?
he bit them.
Frasier bites. The first
others.
episode. It's called 6easts episode 1. Frasier bites! Exclamation point. Opening scene. Friend's apartment. Frasier bloodied. Rabid.
He wakes, just wakes up.
Okay.
Frasier hungers for food.
So
Oh, good lord.
Blood spatters everywhere. What did I do last night?
so Chandler had an advertising career
Yeah.
and twins on the way.
They
No, they had twins.
They adopted twins at the
Sure.
end of Friends.
So now
yeah.
Monica's divorced him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
maybe twins show up later. Little Beasts.
Little beast.
Maybe.
Little beast. Okay.
What, but Frasier has to bite them, no?
Who knows how it works?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't think too much
It's
about
genetics. They're not even related.
Guys,
They're adopted.
Guys, will you think for 5 fucking minutes? Spin-off show.
it. 2 Beasts.
Little beasts.
2 Little Beasts.
Little beasts. Little beasts.
Little Beasts.
Disney Plus.
Yes, you've got Disney Plus spin-off show.
That'd be Le One Tool
Good lord.
6easts.
We're dying. Okay. So, okay, help me here. Frasier, he's a blank slate. He's a beast, but he can be anything. Chandler
Yeah.
is divorced and has a career in advertising.
That is a beast.
Yeah.
Tim used to run a TV show.
Now he's on YouTube.
Yes.
Yes, now he's a fucking washed-up YouTuber.
Yeah, which he's
Yeah.
filming from his bedroom.
Desperately trying to get views.
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
can be our character who is the out-of-touch old man who's doing all the youthful... He's doing that. He's like eating Tide Pods and he's doing the cinnamon
Yeah.
challenge. Desperately trying to get his channel
Yeah.
up.
Like Tim Allen.
Like...
Yeah. Just use footage from Jim
He's just
Allen's YouTube
imitating
channel.
life. This is incredible.
And then who else have we got? We've got Ray. No one knows what the fuck Ray Romano did.
No, but he's there.
Yeah.
And he's a beast.
Yeah, and he's a beast. Yeah.
He's certainly around.
Deborah.
And then...
He sounds a bit like Kermit, Ray Romano, doesn't he?
That's true, he does.
Arr.
Arr.
I can't do a Kermit.
Hello. Neither can I.
Yeah.
It's fine. He can spend most of his time in beast form.
Yeah, so what
Yeah.
did Ray... Yeah, so, okay. So he loses the ability to talk.
And turn back.
So he's the only one who's constantly a beast.
Yeah.
They keep him chained up.
They have to keep
Well,
covering for him.
Yeah,
Because he
but-
escapes regularly. Like
Tim-
every episode, there's a B plot where he escapes.
Tim Allen's only in pain when he transitions.
Yes.
Ray Romano is permanently a beast.
But Seinfeld,
Yeah.
Jerry, he
Yes.
was working as a comedian in New York City.
Okay.
So he's quite kind of close to it, you know. So even though he's now sharing a flat with Matthew Perry Beast. Chandler Beast.
Chandler Beast.
Chandler
Beast.
Yeah.
Lithgow.
Lithgow.
now-
Is he an alien?
He's still an alien.
He's still an
Because he
alien.
has to be. But obviously, years have passed. He's gotten very good now at passing as a human.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, a new wrinkle. I'm a beast now.
Yeah.
I've got a whole new thing that I've got to like
I've
cover
got to
up
pretend.
as.
Yeah. He's got to cover it up.
And maybe when he transforms, his beast looks slightly different because
Maybe he looks slightly alien-y.
maybe it's purple.
Did we ever see the aliens in Third Rock from the
That's
Sun?
an excellent question. I never watched
Yeah,
it.
because how were they disguised? Was it like were they wearing like skin or something?
I guess so. I've never seen it. I would imagine there is not a scene. I imagine the opening scene is not a UFO crashing
No.
and four horrible globular creatures pulling themselves out.
Then stretching
Skin.
human skin
Yeah,
over their bodies,
imagine-
naked human bodies.
And that takes 19 minutes.
yeah, it's a tough watch. Episode 1.
They talk about sitcoms having 3 cameras. You only need one for
Yeah,
this one.
yeah,
Like we
yeah.
linger, and then they go, "Hi, I'm John Lithgow."
It's just a slow zoom into each character.
Oh no, a beast! And then it
20
cuts.
Oh no, I'm a beast.
Oh no, a beast.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
it's in that he's called the Dick Beast. So it's everyone else his name / beast. He's
The Dick
the
Beast,
Dick
yeah.
Beast.
And
That's all our beasts, I think.
so, could it be that Frasier,
Could it beast?
who did have a career,
Good beast.
Could it?
They should all be. Those should be the episode titles.
Yeah,
Let,
we just put the word beast.
let
my
it
God.
let it beast.
Let it beast.
because
To beast or
aren't
not
To beast.
to beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Friends was always like the one
one
with
that,
the
yeah.
one that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they always have the beast.
They always have
Yeah.
the word beast in the
Yeah.
in the title.
Beast stings.
Yeah, beast things.
Yeah.
Come on, one more.
Just one
It's
more.
gotta be one
Then we've
more.
completed it. Yeah.
Mother knows beast.
That's good.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yes. And that's one where one of their mums comes to
Monica comes back.
town. Monica
with
comes
with
back.
the little beast.
And she's a beast.
I just got
Because I think everyone should just be a beast.
The beast. Everyone acts surprised, and then by the end of the episode, it turns out they are also a beast.
Yeah, Monica's like, what? You're all beasts?
You're a bubba beast.
And then
by the end, it's like, I'm a beast.
Look, I think someone in this writer's room has to have the courage to ask: do we have a Joey cameo? Is there a
think-
Joey beast?
Can we afford him? Yes. Can we have him? Yes. Is there a Joey Beast? Yes.
it's filled with cameos that don't belong in the series. I
yeah. I think we can also
the,
have.
the runtime is so long you wouldn't believe
I
it.
think because also, because Kelsey Grammer is both Frasier and also the Beast.
And Patient Zero.
And, well, yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So we have combined all of these sitcom universes together, and we've also combined the X-Men universe into this. So
Yeah.
it is going to have to be a Disney show. And so therefore, I think like Cyclops should maybe show up sometime.
Oh, James Marsden. Yeah.
He's like, "Phew."
Hi, I'm Cyclops from the X-Men franchise.
He can say that. He can say that when he arrives.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of like, say, Joey guest stars for an episode.
Yes.
But now he's a beast because he came into proximity and then he leaves.
That's all
and,
it takes.
And goes back to like Joey's season 10.
Yes. And then we can reboot Joey.
And then Joey
Yeah.
books
But
in,
gradually-
and Joey, you're a beast. And then he's like, oh no,
So are you.
I'm a beast as well. And like it's spreading through
And then
television.
we can infect all sitcoms with the Beast virus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I like
Yeah.
this.
We're gradually taking over television with the Beast verse.
With the Beast verse, exactly.
go.
We have our own verse now.
Yeah. So it's like scene 1, episode 1.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Frasier wakes up in his apartment,
Naked.
In his nest.
in his nest,
In his beast nest.
Good.
Yeah.
And he wakes up in like he's trashed the apartment.
Yeah.
Blood
Yeah.
everywhere. Oh good lord.
Good God, Niles.
Yeah, he says good God dials, but Niles
Yeah.
isn't there.
Yeah. That kind of thing. And then someone knocks at the door.
Yeah, and it's...
He's done something last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone knocks on the door, and it's his new flatmate, or rather, someone's come because he knows he's advertising
Yes,
for
for a flatmate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's Jerry Seinfeld,
Yes.
And he knocks up, and he knocks on the door. So knock, and Frasier's like, "Oh, good God!" And he throws on like a robe.
Is he in beast form?
Yes. Well, think.
To be honest,
of course he's a fucking
I think
beast.
to be right, most of the time they are going to be.
What's the name of the show?
I've forgotten already.
It's not called No Beasts.
We've blown all our budget on this first scene.
This is going to cost a lot in makeup and blue paint.
Every day we film 10 minutes of footage, and it takes the actors 8.5 hours in makeup.
Each episode is taking months.
And medically, they can only be in the makeup for 10 minutes, or they will die.
Yeah, because their skin cannot breathe. I cannot stress enough how bad this is for the human body. If a single drop of the dye as well get internally ingested, they will die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Seinfeld.
Insurance is very high on this.
So Seinfeld, who is not yet a beast,
Not yet.
knocks on the door of Frasier Beast, who is just woken up from one of his
Frasier/Beast.
Sorry, I apologise. Yeah.
He chucks on a robe, which comically doesn't cover up his face.
It doesn't cover up
yeah.
his face at all. No.
So we can still very clearly tell he's a beast.
Yeah.
And Seinfeld comes in and does an apartment viewing.
Yeah.
And
every now and then makes a comment like, "Are you all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you got a skin
you look
condition?"
a bit. Is there a light off in here?
Yeah.
Why is it so dark? And why is it like got a blue tinge?
Yeah.
And he's like,
Kind of thing.
And what's the deal with all these owl skulls?
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That phrase that everyone says.
Yeah.
And then that scene, like,
And Frasier's like saying, "Oh, this is part of my collection.
yeah, I think
It's a very rare breed of owl."
Objet d'art.
He's like, good God, Seinfeld, may I offer you a sherry?
Sherry,
And he goes,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't eaten. And he goes, oh, I have.
Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. I can assure you there'll be a little bite on the menu.
Nice. Yeah.
It's very good. I like all of this.
Yeah.
However, my only problem is I want very little time when they're not beasts.
Yeah, that scene is barely a minute.
More
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and then
More beasts.
More, if possible.
If possible. At all times, more beasts.
and that scene ends. Cut to black. Scream.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
That's always
Yeah.
good, like theatre.
Next scene.
Yeah, beast.
Two beasts.
Frasier/Beast.
Two
Frasier
beasts.
slash beast.
He's gone to
Two Beasts,
meet
Two
with
Furious.
his publicist, who is
A beast.
Chandler Bing,
Chandler Beast.
who's in
Chandler.
advertising
Gamma/Beast.
Oh, that's his publicist.
because his career's he's trying to revitalize his kind of radio career.
Yeah.
And then he has a meeting with Chandler.
Oh, and I've got something, writer boy. Sit down and listen to this.
Righterman.
Chandler Beast, who is
Yeah.
probably already infected and a beast at this point, goes, "Hey, I know what will revitalize your career, Frasier Beast. You need to get hip. And I know just who to put you in contact with." And then, Tim Allen walks in.
Yeah.
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 Rising YouTube star Tim Allen.
And then he says, and then Chandler/Beast says, "Could I beast any more excited about this?" He says that kind of thing.
And then credits, episode
Yeah.
1.
That's what he has to say.
But he's like,
Jesus Christ, that's good. Oh, man.
I feel like when Tim Allen walks in
To the office.
when Tim Beast walks in.
Yeah.
Tim/Beast.
Well, sorry, he's not a beast yet.
Not yet,
but he will be
but
by
it
the
won't
end
be
of the
long.
scene. No.
It will be seconds, I
Yeah.
assure you.
And he says like, "Don't worry," and Chandler's like, "Oh, don't worry, we've got someone pretty hip." And then he
Yeah.
comes in, and I want Frasier to make some kind of joke about, "I thought you said hip and not hip replacement,"
Yeah.
or something like
that's
that, because
good.
he's so
That's
old.
good, 'cause
And then
Tim Allen's
that scene,
a joke.
He's
and then it's
very
like cut
old.
to black, scream.
Because that's what we do.
And then who we got left?
I think it's cut to blue as well, not cut to black.
To blue.
That's going to be our thing.
Yeah.
We don't cut to black. We always
Cut
cut
to
to blue.
And then we've got,
We've got Ray/Beast
I-
and the Dick Beast.
and then you got like Seinfeld Beast,
Yes.
who is
I thought we'd already done Seinfeld.
no, but
Beast.
now he's a beast,
Oh, I see.
and he's like.
Sorry.
And what's the deal with all this fur?
Yeah,
And now he's
yeah,
a beast. And
What's
then
the deal with all these beasts?
and there's a knock on the door.
Who's that?
Who's at the door? Ray/Beast.
Yeah, but he's
Race-
already a beast.
Yeah, because
He's already a beast.
Because he went to university with Frasier/Beast.
Yeah.
They were roommates,
Oh.
and he
Yeah.
became a beast then.
And Frasier fed on him so frequently
Yeah.
that he can't turn back.
And that's why he's so anemic and bad.
Yeah.
yeah,
as a character.
he's a little shriveled bad beast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a paler, smaller beast than the rest of them.
Yeah, and he's like
Yeah.
Deborah,
Yeah.
kick me
And
out.
although
guy-
Ray Romano is credited as this character, he really rarely plays him. Like I think he does.
It's all
his voice.
CGI.
Yeah, because
It's
we
all,
need it to
it's
be
all
a
a guy in a green suit and we CGI him in. And
No, it could be
Yeah.
Ray Romano in a fully green morph suit.
Yeah.
And then we just CGI in a shriveled
We
beast.
CGI in, yeah.
A shriveled, horrible beast. Still
Sure.
blue.
Yeah.
Looks
Yeah.
like Ren from Ren and Stimpy.
Yes.
That kind of thing.
Yeah,
But he's blue.
Yeah, it's nice to have a bit of variety. We don't want
Yeah.
it to be
We
like
don't want them
too
to all look the
blue.
same.
Yeah.
Too beastie.
That'd be ridiculous.
So
Be a light blue.
Yeah.
So like Ray, he's like the sad sack of shit who just Ray/Beast just sits around the apartment all day.
Maybe he's like a Pokemon. He just says his name.
Ray.
Beast. Ray.
You gotta get like Deborah, Ray,
It's Ray based.
Ray Beast,
Yeah.
Deborah.
Rabies.
But then
Rabies.
his brother is obviously
Rabies.
his brother's quite
Rabies.
big, isn't he, in the show?
Yeah.
If he made a cameo, he'd be a good beast.
He'd be a
Well, he's a big man.
He's a
be a
big man,
colossal
exactly.
beast,
He'd be
yeah.
a
Very
major
deep.
beast.
Oh, Colossus. We could have him
he's here as well.
because he's an X-Man.
Yeah.
And that brings in the Deadpool connection.
Which we need.
And the kids like that.
Kids like Deadpool.
Yeah.
There's gonna be arguably too many
And
characters.
then Deadpool could go on Tim Beast's YouTube show as an attempt to like make him hip and cool.
So
and advertise his latest movie.
then
Yeah, Deadpool,
you've got
Dead 5
Viral marketing.
Dead Pool.
You've
Dead
got-
5 all.
you've got Ray/Beast and Seinfeld/Beast. So you've got like a beast of old
Yeah.
and a new beast.
And a beast of yore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, of yore, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like
Beast of
back in the
yore.
apartment.
Yes.
And then Frasier, Beast 1,
Frasier
comes
slash Beast.
back. And of course he's got Chandler Beast.
Yes.
Chandler slash Beast.
And now Tim Beast.
Yes,
because-
because of the YouTube.
So there's
connection.
5 beasts.
But then
All
we've got
together.
Alien Beast.
And then they're all
Yeah.
pointing at each other like the Spider-Man meme.
Yeah, they're all
Yes.
pointing. They had that
Going,
scene.
But that means.
So
So-
that means reference.
And they realise that they're going to have to live together because while they deal with their beast affliction.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't let it out.
In Monica's apartment.
Yeah, in
Is that the
Monica's
idea?
apartment.
Monica's
And
apartment.
then, like, one of them will go, well, one of us is going to have to change. And
Ah.
then right at the end, literally just because the audience applauds, Dick Beast teleports in.
Yeah.
And cut to blue.
Yeah.
Oh, cut to blue.
Yeah.
It's just a scream at that end.
Good.
And that's pilot
That's
episode
a pilot.
of 6 Beasts.
I'd
And we
imagine
got them all
I'd
in.
imagine we'll be commissioned
Yeah.
after that.
And that's how we won our first Emmy.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of
Someone's going to
amazing.
listen to this and make this show.
It's kind of amazing.
Yeah.
Why the fuck doesn't this show exist?
If I see this show on the
Show
telly,
up.
I'm going to be furious. And we've not got producer credits.
No. Yeah, I'm going to be pretty angry about that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I said it like that.
You were doing an
I
impression.
think I'm having a stroke.
I'm going to be pretty angry about that.
Don't know what's going on. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'll be very angry about that. What is this drink? It's fucking insane. Like, you brew a beer for the first fucking time ever and we make this bullshit episode.
I think this is quite strong, John.
I know. I
I feel like this homebrew is
That's impossible.
really derailed this
It's
episode.
potent as fuck.
I mean, I'm technically on my third.
Yeah.
And I feel fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
One of my kidneys is on the floor. Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, I do, but like,
Can we be bothered?
should we just blast through it? Just want to get through it. Yeah, yeah. So I've got to hate.
Sure.
You know,
No.
you know what's up with? Okay. There'll be a new TV show, and it'll have a young hip cast in
Yes.
it. And then
The opposite of our sitcom.
indeed, but
Yeah.
literally the opposite
Yeah.
of that. And in an
None of them are
attempt to-
beasts.
In an attempt to promote the upcoming film or show, they will do like the press junket thing, where the young hip cast are wheeled out to do all manner of not only interviews, but they'll also go on Radio 1 and they'll do like, oh, we'll do the Sour Sweets challenge. And then they'll go on like a YouTube channel and they do the Hot Wings challenge. And and there's all
They
these
do
there's all
yeah,
these stops
the
they've got to
rounds,
go
yeah,
on.
you got to get them
because-
all
Yeah.
in,
And then
haven't
of course
you?
they'll talk about like we're in a show. And I fucking hate the clothes they put them in.
What?
They put them in these weird fucking like super hyper fashion, modern fashion
yeah.
catwalk weird clothes. If you've ever seen Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things fame,
Yeah.
being on any sort of press junket. She's just wearing non-human, non-Euclidean clothes. That
You can tell there's a stylist who's gone, this is going to
Yes!
look great
yeah,
for your interview.
we've got to make you look fashionable.
Yeah.
I feel like this is blowing my mind. I feel like this is the end of childhood for me.
But
Like,
they're
I feel
all-
I've
they're-
discovered something.
Yeah.
They're always in a room, like there's got the poster for the movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's black.
Black background.
Yeah.
Interviewer sits there, and then there's one or two of them sit on the opposite side. It's very shot, reverse shot, that kind of thing.
And they're in
terms of
some
filming.
ill-fitting, weird thing that is like hyper fashion.
I just kind of assumed these people were very fashionable.
This is the thing. I
Yeah.
think I kind of assumed that as well. But the truth is, either they are.
If you were going to sit
hyper-fashionable.
around for 8 hours being interviewed by Joe, who gives a shit, would you want to wear uncomfortable clothes?
You wouldn't wear like a cone of carpet, you know,
Yeah.
with your arms poking out through 2 holes, just looking like a stiff Christmas tree.
Yeah.
or
I'd want some sweatpants. I'd want
Yeah,
to be
you'd be
like
in jogging bottoms and
yeah,
a t-shirt.
I'd be scratching
And the
myself,
wild thing
yeah.
about this is that when you see them in the show, they're like wearing human clothes, and they
Yeah.
look like more human. Even though Millie Bobby Brown is playing like a psychic child in Stranger Things, she looks more normal in fucking Stranger Things than she does when she's interviewing, and she also looks like twice her age as well because
Yeah.
she's got so much makeup and so much like weird stuff going on with her wardrobe and hair and everything that she looks like a 45-year-old Christmas ornament. And you're like, I don't know why can't you just look like a person? Why do you have to make them into this weird dress-up fashion doll catwalk object?
Yeah, I already figured that was quite like an unnatural environment anyway.
It
but
is.
But you've just kind of made it even more unnatural. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, of course, there's not only a beautician,
Yeah,
but
wardrobe.
then there'll be like a big rack of clothes.
Yeah.
You know.
And I think it's worse for women as well. I think whenever they're wheeling out women in these press junkets, that's when the wardrobe just loses their fucking
yeah.
minds. So I've got this.
We've got to
weird-
make you noticeable.
Yeah,
Got to
fashionable.
make you stand
and hip
out.
and on trend, and you just end up looking like they're wearing like a jiffy bag, you know, and they've got like a bird's nest in their hair or something. It's just
Yeah.
fucking weird.
Yeah. I guess you have to project a air of
Elegance.
Yeah, but they look
Je ne sais quoi.
uncomfortable as well. And quite often in these weird, like they've got to do weird challenges or whatever. They need to be mobile in order
Yes.
to do them. Like so, what triggered this for me recently is the One Piece live action show on Netflix, which is a anime and manga that I really really like. Has now been made into a live action on Netflix,
Oh.
and it's got a young cast of young hip cool people.
of young people.
Yeah,
I love
you
the
know,
young
you know the
people.
Youths.
I think they're going to be our future.
Well,
They're not going to be our target
Not
audience.
our future, but
not
No.
if global warming is.
Well,
Anyway.
they're all going to be beasts.
And then
soon
there's
anyway.
this one press junket I saw them all do where they had to like jump into a ball pit and dig around in the balls and find things to talk about the fucking show.
That sounds
It was
fun.
such a
What
conceit.
channel was this for?
It was Netflix's YouTube channel.
Oh.
So they were doing their own promo junket thing. Anyway, so there's the cast. In the show, they all look like teenagers. Now they all look like 45-year-old people, like dressed in weird fucking clothes that are just hyper fashion. And like this one woman who plays Nami in the show is wearing this white jacket that sort of goes out 2-dimensionally both ways and is just covered
Classic.
in pockets. And it goes up to like
Yeah,
her chin.
which she and now because you've opened my mind, she saw 5 minutes before
Yes.
shooting began.
She shows up in her
yeah.
jogging bottoms and
Yeah.
strappy top or whatever, and they're like, "We're putting you in this," and then she's in this tiny short skirt, and then these hyper high heels with straps all up her legs. It just looks insane.
super comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like she's about to walk down the catwalk in this year's latest
now get in the
trend.
ball pit.
And now jump into a
Yeah,
ball pit
and they make
and
them
fuck
do all these
around in
things.
Yeah.
there. And she just looks super awkward because, of course, she's dressed really inappropriately for that. And it's just like, what are you doing? It's cringe all round. And I didn't like it, John and Chris.
Oh yes.
Well, it's
I'll
fu-
include you in this
Thank
as
you,
well.
thank you.
Well, it's funny because you mentioned like doing like the press circuit. You
Yeah.
know, so they'll get you on all these kind of things, which back in the day would have just been, oh, well, you're going to sit in a room.
Yeah,
Vanity,
just do an interview.
Vanity Fair are going to come in. Entertainment Weekly are going to come in.
Yeah,
you're
they'll
just going. They'll come to
revolving
you.
door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it will be like, you know, we're going to send you to this YouTuber.
Yeah, Hot
this
Wings YouTuber, that's a
yeah,
common
but
one.
yeah,
Yeah.
but do
Hot Wings is the big one now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a Chicken Date.
Oh, yes.
That's
with
an
what's her
English
face.
girl.
Yeah,
whose name
yeah.
I can't remember.
Well, and what's that one? How does
They're
that
in like a
work?
fish and chip shop and they're
She's
eating
a YouTuber.
crappy-
She does red carpet stuff now. I can't remember.
She
her
is quite
name.
funny,
She
actually.
is funny.
And then
Yeah.
just
But that's
eat-
a popular
They
one.
eat fish and chips and just talk about.
Yeah, but she's got quite a good interview style where she kind of gets a really personal response out of them. But yeah, that sort of thing.
Right.
Hot
Yeah,
Wings.
they're-
Hot Wings is the big one.
They're influencers. But yeah, the Hot Wings is the big one.
Because I'm thinking about how much of a living nightmare it would be. Say, like, you've just spent like 9 months shooting like some kind of period drama, you know, very, very sensitive, very intellectual, very down to earth. And then you're on the press junket and they're like, what are we doing today? Well, you know, yesterday you were being interviewed by Time magazine.
Sure.
I was like, oh, sure, yeah. So what we got today? Well, you're on the DAP Weekly YouTube channel. It's like, I have no
Yo, what up? Shout out to the DAP crew.
I have no idea what
Yeah.
you just said. Yeah, well, they've got 10 billion followers, so shut the fuck up.
Much more than Time
Yeah,
Magazine.
do what
you-
we say.
You
Go,
chumbo.
you go into the room, you smile, you answer the questions, and you get the likes, okay? And they push you out, and you're like, oh, hey, yeah, good to meet you, man. I'm Mark. I run DAP Weekly. Okay, now just, we're going to be very intense when the camera rolls. He goes, okay, and action, yeah. Hello, yo, what up, bitches? Welcome to DAP Weekly. Anyway, today we're doing the compost eating challenge. Go for it.
Yeah.
You what? And they go,
What? I'm wearing white.
I'm here with James McAvoy. Anyway, how much fucking compost can you eat, James McAvoy?
Open wide, McAvoy.
McAvoy's already eaten 3 stones worth of compost. Now it's time to see how this person does. Can you do better or worse than James McAvoy,
Scream, cut to blue.
who remember isn't allowed to throw up?
Hold it down, McAvoy.
McAvoy. Oh, it's looking pretty dry, McAvoy. Do you want to wash it down?
Water's
Yeah.
forbidden.
Have some fucking weed killer. Anyway, like and subscribe. Cheers, guys.
Fucking
I
DAP
love you,
Weekly.
my fam, so much.
Yeah, next week we've got, I don't know, fucking Scarlett Johansson, and she's going to, like, kick dogs until we get enough likes to like, fund us weekly. Anything at this point. So, exactly.
Yeah.
Fucking hate it.
It's good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, good.
Ah, it's good. It's good.
We should write a sitcom about it.
I mean, I've got to hate.
Just take us out.
I feel like this is going to be mundane now.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be like the Brits on holiday in the heat.
Yeah,
That was my hate.
Yeah.
good. Well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I went on holiday down to Cornwall, and we drove up to a place. We're like, oh, this is picturesque and wonderful. Got out of the car. It was really hot.
Yeah.
And it was full of other people like us, tourists.
Who were
And we
like,
go-
hey, this is really hot out.
and the magic died pretty
Yeah.
quickly because it was just nothing but sweaty, awkward people.
Sweaty British people.
Yeah.
bumping into each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
swearing and shouting.
We went to Cornwall a few weeks ago, and it was reasonably hot, but there's just people just wandering around aimlessly, and you're like, fuck, I don't know where I'm going. You don't know where you're going, but let's just stay out of each other's way, shall we?
Yeah.
And nobody does.
No
Everyone
one
just
does.
walks into one another. Yeah.
I'm going to Disney World.
Here we go.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Shut up, everyone. I'm going to Disney World.
Uh-oh.
I'm going next week. I'm going to Florida.
But you might find there are non-British people there. And
yeah,
you might
but it's
find
going to
you're
be
right.
hotter than the devil's
sun.
anus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of mindlessly wandering people.
Children.
And children.
Probably children.
Well, hopefully they'll be at school. Why aren't they at school? Florida.
I don't know. Yeah.
But anyway,
they
it's
have
going to be
schools in
very
America?
hot, and I'm going to probably not. I'm going to be very uncomfortable.
Yes.
But there will be magic and Mickey
Whimsy.
and whimsy,
And Whimsy.
and I'll
Are you
meet
go-
Goofy,
are,
and
are you
maybe
going
I'll
to meet the characters? Are you
yeah,
gonna seek
maybe I'll
them
see
out?
Goofy's dick. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, Goofy's dick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's only one version of the costume with his dick.
I've got to find that
You
one.
got to find the
But
special one.
you
yeah.
can spot it because of the bulge.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And the dick.
And he has it out.
He has it out.
And it's neon.
Oh yeah, it's not a bulge. It's a full dick.
Yeah.
You know the secret tunnels that run under Disneyland where the mascots can
Sprint.
they rapidly
Yeah,
get
yeah.
between
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
locations. All I can picture now is the ghastly image of like you walk down into the tunnels and it's like really quiet and echoey. You can hear your shoes kind of squeaking on the concrete. I think you hear. And they're like,
Oh.
I mean, you look down the end of this corridor, and there's the goofy,
Silhouette of
the
a
goofy
lanky-
with the dick,
Yeah,
kind
swinging
of like,
between his knees.
I bet it's really eerie, isn't it, down there?
yeah,
Just
It looks
Disney
like a,
characters just walking past each other, just not even acknowledging each other.
yeah.
Walking past.
I bet it's
in the corridor.
fucking surreal as all hell.
I heard that in the last recently,
Recently.
Disney have not shut it down. You know the whole thing about the mascots are not allowed to break character in
While
any
they're up top,
circumstances. Yeah. There have been mascots shooting a TikTok channel of what they do
Oh.
in their off time,
Oh really?
And Disney doesn't like
and
it.
it is
I
not
bet,
on brand.
I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they do.
It's very off-brand, shall we say?
What, in the dressing room.
I don't want to see Goofy twerking, is what I'm saying.
So they're in the dressing room.
I
Oh,
do
yeah.
Messing around.
want to see
Yeah,
that. So.
I feel like they know that. Yeah, people would want to see that. Can't Disney shut them down?
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Well, the danger is Disney must know that there's only like 5 people dressed as Mickey. So
I mean,
like,
they must have a rota.
so literally they
Oh, so they're still in full. They're anonymous in the costume. In
well,
the TikToks.
Well, I think the danger is, I think there's bits where they're like partially undressed. You
Right,
know?
if
So
they do that, then
Disney's
they're knowing
gonna
who they
fucking
are.
come for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're gonna
yeah.
die.
This
Disney
is
will
very
end
silly.
Bob Iger's gonna eat them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
That's
will.
how he gets his strength.
And he'll TikTok that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a warning.
They're going to finish this once and for all.
Ah, is that
Oh,
a
that's
is
a
that a reference?
that's a House of Mouse reference.
Is it?
Is it?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just you were just saying.
That was just
dramatically.
just dramatic effect, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because they're going to
kill them. Kill them.
Kill them.
Disney-
They're going
I
to kill
see,
them.
yeah.
Disney's going to kill them.
Disney is
Yeah.
going to kill them.
Every day, Bob Iger eats a fresh Goofy. That's how he maintains his youth.
What is a fresh Goofy?
Is now a good time for a disclaimer, or we'll just leave? No, we'll leave it.
No, it's fine.
Disney can't take us down. Do they
Disney
have any
aren't
idea
listening to this.
how much power we wield?
I'd like Disney to stand up in a court of law and prove to me that Bob Geiger doesn't eat
Bob
a
Ge-
fresh
Bob
Goofy
Geiger?
every
yeah,
day.
he's radioactive.
Bob Geiger.
Bob Geiger.
Bob Geiger.
He's close. My Geiger counter.
Mr. Geiger, no.
We would definitely win the case because he does eat a live Goofy.
I
every
see,
day.
right,
That's,
good.
that's John's point. I think.
Good.
Every night when the guests are kicked out, that's when the hunt begins.
Yeah. In the tunnels.
Iger must feast.
In the tunnels.
Yeah.
I've got a proposition for the love part of this show.
Sure.
I think we all agree that Six Beasts
Six
might
Pieces
just be the love.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is the last
Six-
episode of this podcast, but if this were the last episode,
6easts.
yeah,
6easts.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that
let's
could
not
be the
say-
love.
No, we're a godly podcast. Let's go. Make
Are we?
It, let's go make.
Are we?
Let's go make it weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you not noticed the many subtle references to Jesus in every episode?
God rest his soul. Wait, no. That means he's dead.
The beast got him.
Oh,
No.
he's a beast now.
Yeah.
Gradually, the virus will get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus/Beast.
No, we can do the loves if we want to. I was just saying, like,
Oh, I know. I mean,
maybe it is just
yeah.
that.
We'll do
I
the
mean,
loves if we want to.
Do we want to do the loves?
or we can save them for another time.
Well, I mean, the loves we love today could be hates tomorrow for all we know.
And that's because that's how it goes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I mean,
We can do our loves.
Yeah.
yeah. What's your love?
My love is
Don't
when
linger.
you invite people round to play games, board games and
Yeah.
shit, and then you end up watching rugby.
Oh, that happened.
That sounds like a real event.
We did that.
That
Yeah,
happened
we
last
did that,
weekend.
yeah.
That was
Yeah.
fun, wasn't it?
You know what? I actually really, really like it though.
Yeah.
When you do invite people around for a specific thing.
And then something else happens.
This is exactly what you said. I realise this now. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna take your love and I'm gonna say I love that too.
yeah, I'm going to repurpose it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going
I-
to say it better because
Yeah.
he's an
because
artiste.
I'm a better person.
Yeah.
Overall. But no, we had a couple of friends over ages ago, and we're like, oh, we're going to play games and stuff. And then we just talked all
Yeah.
night, and then they went home, and it was fucking great.
There you go.
I loved it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Marvellous.
Multi-purpose friends.
Yeah. The fact that we don't need to do
We
something.
didn't. Yeah.
We
We
can
just sat
just-
around
we
and
just-
chatted.
We can just hang, you know?
Yeah, it's cool. That shows we're easy.
Easy going.
Easy in each other's company. That's
We
cool.
just-
Yeah.
we
And
just
there was,
hang,
there was
you
a
know?
baby there as well.
Oh yeah.
That was quite.
He
and he
need-
was
he-
stealing a lot of the.
he needed attention, didn't
Yeah,
he?
he's more of a. I've got to say, he's a bit of a killjoy at the moment. Like, he's really bringing the conversation down.
Sure.
Because he
Yeah.
doesn't say much, but he commands a lot of attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Which
He,
is-
he doesn't say. He doesn't contribute.
He's a very
but-
decisive baby. I've found. He's really like when he walks into the room, you
Which-
know,
And he does.
When he-
You-
yeah.
on his hind legs.
kicks the fucking door in. You know he's there.
Oh
you know?
yeah, sure, yeah.
Yeah, he can make his presence known.
He's kind of baby, but doesn't need to
Everyone's
say.
like, oh god, a tiny
Yeah.
human. Oh no.
Some people
It's
need
fine.
some people need to say a lot to be present.
Oh yeah.
His silence speaks volumes.
owns the room.
Yeah, he really
Yeah.
owns
Despite the
room, yeah.
silence,
Commands
yeah.
the space. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
look forward to your child becoming a little person
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then becoming a fucking menace
Yeah.
and a fucking lad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's going to probably be a lad.
He's going to be
Yeah.
a cheeky chappy, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's gonna be great.
He's going to be fun.
Yeah.
But when that happens, we will be old.
Yeah, I'll be too old then.
yeah, I won't.
Yeah.
When
Oh,
he
you're nearly
steals
50.
No, we'll still be lads, but
Yeah.
we'll be old.
when he steals my benefits check, I won't be able to
Yeah.
chase after him. I
No,
won't know what to
no.
do. No.
Especially in the cold weather.
Well, he'll have stolen it in the cyberverse.
Oh my
And there's
god.
no chasing
yeah.
him into
He'll
the
have- yeah,
cyberverse.
Well,
Dig-
it sounded like a
digitally-
good investment. Like when he told me about it. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be able to fangle you out of your money.
At least your
into the
hands don't
cyberverse.
get cold though.
No.
So you got
no.
that.
Well,
That's
I'm
true.
too busy assembling circuit boards.
in the basement.
Well, you have to now that because your pension got mysteriously stolen from you.
yeah, I mean, I think I'm legally.
Also through the metaverse.
I think I'm legally dead, according
Yeah.
to. I
Yeah.
let him sort the paperwork out. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
He knows what he's doing.
He's a smart
He
kid.
knows what he's doing.
He's a good lad.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
You got, you
Fair,
got,
Yeah,
fair
I've got
day's
love.
pay for a fair
Got
day's
love.
work, John.
It's here.
don't linger.
Oh, hello.
What the fuck
Oh
is
my
that?
god.
So this, which I'm handing to Chris now,
It's-
and we'll pass around. This is a play date. Yes,
What's
my
this
play
thing on
date.
the
It's
side
tiny.
here?
So if you pop that out, that's a
Oh.
little crank.
What the hell?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's tiny.
It's tiny.
I thought it was massive.
So it's for those listening at home, the Playdate is a tiny little new but tiny little console that kind of looks a little bit like a little Game Boy.
How do I turn this on?
But you press the top button twice. It won't make a lot of sense if you turn it on.
If you don't know what you're doing.
But
Snack.
there's a whole load of games on
Spell
it.
cork.
Will you please don't stop talking over him? He's trying to explain.
Oh, sorry, I'm
what's
reading
going
Spell
on.
corked.
Sasquatches.
But the gimmick
Inventory
is
hero.
Shut up for a second. The gimmick is it's got a little crank on the side of it, which is kind of like a fishing reel in kind of thing.
Does this power it?
No, different games use the crank as like an input. So there's like a fishing game where you have to reel fish in, or there's like a surfing game where you turn the surfboard with the crank. It's like a tiny Game
So
Boy.
is it a
Thank
Game
you.
Boy or is it an
It's
unofficial?
not a Game Boy. It's not made by Nintendo at all.
Whoa.
And I was on a waiting list for this for about 2-3 years.
I feel like as long as I've known you.
Is this a Kickstarter?
No, because they're quite a big. They were a games publisher, and then they made their own hardware. And the gimmick is because it's called a play date
Yeah.
because every Monday is your play date,
Yeah.
and new games just
New games.
automatically appear on it.
Wow.
And they're all tiny little fun, silly little games. Some of
Yeah.
them use the crank, some of them don't.
So do you keep your old games?
Yep, they all just stack up on it. It's got this massive internal memory, and it's just
Christ.
all the games are very small and very
my God.
silly.
Yeah.
And then it also has like a catalog, as it calls it, where you can go onto the internet and buy little games to download to it as well,
that's
as well as
fun.
the Playdate games. And yeah, it's just so much fun because on a Monday evening there'll be a little alert flashing on my screen. Like,
You have new games.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't believe I'm holding it.
I know.
Because you've been talking about this for so long.
And I kind of can't believe because like a lot of people still don't have theirs because they launched this when all of that component shortage stuff happened during the pandemic and everything. So they've been releasing them in waves as they've been getting to people. And I was in this really, really like late group. I was in group 4. And each group takes about a quarter of a year to fulfill. So it took me a year just to get mine after they were making them.
Oh,
And it's you did something.
making noise.
So yeah, I kind of can't believe I actually have one now. Not a lot of people do because they're
No.
progressively getting them out.
It is smaller and somehow denser than I
I
expected.
know it's
it
got
to
a
be.
lovely build quality. It's really nice, but it's just so unique and it's so special and it's so fun and it's such a clever idea because it's got a black and white screen. It's not
yes.
lit. Like in a modern world where games are just looking more and more crazily like realistic.
Yeah.
They've just embraced the little pixel stuff.
How do I
Just press the top button.
Stop.
Just
How
press
do I
that
stop
once.
this?
There you go.
Now it's yellow.
Oh,
It
look
is
at
yellow.
that.
I've noticed.
Bright yellow.
Yeah.
It tells you the time.
Are they all yellow?
It just sits on that screen all the time. They are all yellow.
They're all
For
yellow.
now,
You
they
didn't-
are.
You didn't
yes.
pick a colour.
Ooh, and it's made in Malaysia.
Indeed.
That's a bit different, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, that's
Malaysia,
something, yeah.
truly Asia.
And it's made by a company called Teenage Engineering. They're not the guys.
Oh, so a sweatshop.
They're not the video game.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. They just get teenagers.
Yeah, yeah,
Teenage-
yeah.
Get them off the streets.
Yeah.
Get them off the half pipes.
I think it operates outside of my house, actually. Teenage engineering.
Very, very reputable CEO, I
Yeah.
hear. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Youthful.
He's like
Yeah.
he's 12. Weirdly.
Why does the boy have a mobile?
Yeah,
That's weird. It's not
Yeah.
my phone.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember giving him a mobile. Or him speaking through it. But let them in.
Yeah, I love it.
Good.
Yeah.
I've got a quick
It's very, very nice.
Take us home.
and I won't dwell on it, but I guess I love getting a fucking grant from the Arts Council.
Whoa.
It's just happened.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Leave it at that. But
Yeah.
let's just say the last 3 hours have been eventful. So fucking hell.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
Good.
Now that you're so loaded,
Yeah.
I guess we'll get more of this beer in.
I guess so. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
fucking hell, we've never been more creative in our lives.
This is for the creativity now.
Yeah. So I think we can all agree that 6easts won.
I mean, I don't even know what
It's
the
not.
fuck-
It's not even the love or hate one.
Yeah. Maybe I'm starting to see him a cold light of 6easts. Maybe
Six Easts.
maybe this entire show was a bad idea and a bad format because when 6easts exists,
Yeah.
everything else
None
is
of
kind
this
of
will matter.
mediocre.
No.
Yeah.
None of this will matter.
Yeah.
We are now living in the shadow of 6easts.
Yeah. Could I beast anymore? Beast.